Alright, I'm about to get started for the stream. Loading up the map real quick. Alright. Q. Alright, what's up? What's up? What's up, take two to Tombo? Or takes two? Alright, so we gotta wait for Sapien to do its thing. Decided to change the level. I was on the first level, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna go to the training grounds. That way, oh god, what the hell? I did not realize this napkin had fucking stuff on it. Ew. I thought it was clean. Ew. Ew. But yeah, so basically I'm going to be just, doing some modding. Start some a bunch of classes next week. So I've been trying to get like a whole bunch of stuff done before I get balls deep in classes. But yeah, I'm gonna be. I could show you guys my updates on my plasma rifle and my carbine, and man, I just can't figure out how to get this carbine to look good. So I'm not even sure if I'll use the Halo 5 model, but I might end up using something else. What's up, Mythic Jackway? Also, the plasma rifle's beautiful. Oh yeah, hell yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm like, wait, does Fireteam Raven have all Halo 3 but quite high quality, or is it like high other assets too? And then I was asking Zophie about it, and I realized they actually have some pretty good assets. So besides the plasma rifle and having better textures, it's actually a completely unique model. It's a little rounder, than the other, than the Reach one. It's about the same poly count, but it's like the textures are super high quality. And then the if you look at the silhouette of it, it looks like they made it look so much rounder. It looks like it might have been based off the same model, but updated and given new textures. And that goes for pretty much every model in there. I was comparing the AR, which I'll just show you these pictures. Here's the plasma rifle. Since it's taking forever to load. So this is the Halo 3 AR. I don't know by the way if I'm using this, but I'm gonna put stuff in the game. I'm gonna make another video. I made a video comparing all the pistols, and then I made a video comparing all the DMRs. Probably gonna do another video just comparing all the ARs I got, and then just kind of show everyone them in game. So this is a Halo 3 one, and even with PBR, it would be it's a little too blurry. But this is the Fireteam Raven one. As you can see, it has a completely different handle. Doesn't have this indentation over here. It doesn't have the Marathon logo anywhere on it. It had this. Looks like this was masked out a little bit. And some, right here. It doesn't have those deep indentions, but I could easily, extrude that shit if I wanted it to. But it's higher quality, but it looks just like the Halo 3 one. So it's basically like a Halo 4 quality one. I don't know. I don't know if it'll look good with everything else in the mod though. Maybe if I keep fucking with it. Oh, and then here's how it looks in game. This is it looks, if you I'll show you though in a second. It looks very similar, but I prefer the thick charging handle. Oh, hell yeah! I'm just gonna look at this fucking dude. Yo, what's up, everyone? By the way, Nexzilla, how you doing too? God damn, this shit takes forever to load. But yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of I guess I'll just see how the AR can look, maybe a little bit more. And then I updated my Jackals from what I started last stream. I put my hard drive on my shitty hard drive just because it's bigger, but it's a lot slower. So you might notice some stuttering, by the way, or even more than what it was doing before. Sometimes it kind of I notice it does that ever since I transferred it. But here's my Jackals that I updated. You got the sniper variant. And then you got the major. Then of course you got the minor. And I still have these Halo 5 ones. I don't even know what I would do to replace the space one. But yeah, and then you got all the other updated. I also updated the grunts and the elites and all that stuff recently. So I don't know if I've shown this, but now the elite also matches the colors, with the lights and stuff. And then it's just kind of looking good though. I gave right now they have these like elite kind of styled eyes because they were just black. I'm just trying some new stuff out because on like Halo 2A they had like these glowing like orange eyes. It's like the Reach model, but they had like glowing orange eyes, and in Reach they had like white eyes, kind of like a whiter. I don't know. It's like kind of ugly, but yeah. So that's my current setup for all this stuff. I still need to import like an Ultra Elite to match the grunt. I still want to do that. That way, it'll be looking good. I love how close I can get to these, and they don't like turn into shit or anything. So yeah, and then here's the plasma rifle. Here we are. So this is a plasma rifle, and then here's a carbine that I was working on, but I don't know. The carbine's probably gonna change it because I cannot get it to look right. It just looks goofy as hell to me. Like the metal and the lighting, it just don't look right to me. So I'm gonna keep working on that. I've been like I feel like the old one looked better, to be honest. I don't know though. Like it's very similar. It's hard to tell. But what I do love is the way this plasma. Oh, the sound's already fucking broken, dude. It has sound effects, but obviously they're not working right. But yeah, and this thing, I just love how this turned out. I combined what I did is just like Halo 2A multiplayer, this one did not have illumination maps set up. It just like was like all one color. And let me get rid of this terrible HUD real quick. So what I actually did is I restored the illumination maps from the Reach plasma rifle, and then God, it's moving too fast. Let me slow that down real quick. A little too fast there. All right, there we go. All right, so, and then with the plasma rifle, yeah. So what I did is restored the illumination maps, kind of just set some stuff up. I separated the materials as well, just so I can get like a little bit better. So I don't have to like adjust the bitmaps as much. I was able to just tone it or adjust it in the material itself. That way I can get like a little bit more of what I wanted. But yeah, dude, these illumination maps, like Bungie always had like illumination maps where they looked so cool, and then like 343 was like delete illumination maps, one solid color everywhere, whether it's a Forerunner material, Covey material, whatever it is. I don't know why they always did that, but I just always loved how like much more detailed it looks just with those. And then if you shoot it and then it like goos everywhere. Here, I'll do this in slow motion for you guys. So if you shoot this in slow motion, you can see the goop come out, right? Oh, it's like when you like get your fingers and do that, and then sticky stuff comes out. It's kind of like what it is, but like it's pretty cool. And then you can also see like the red underneath whenever it overheats. Like here, let me pause it real quick. And these are our Halo 2A effects, just in case you're wondering. And then, it has those Reach illumination under ones, which look good. Just to show you that. But yeah, like I really like how this ended up turning out. I like the color and all that shit. But yeah, so now the plasma rifle's updated. And I don't know, I've been working on this carbine. Dude, okay, so this happens no matter what carbine model or whatever model I use, but like the running animation, it like, if you like look on the right corner of the screen, you'll see like a piece of like the shoulder or something weird pop in. I don't know, it does that like on no matter what freaking, I think it's just the carbine animation. I need to like fix the, what is it called? The IK, the FK? I don't know, I need to fix that on this one. It looks a little janky right here. I was able to like fix that up on a lot of different ones, different models. So, what's up? Keep it clean. The carbine actually looks pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it looks bad. It's just there's just something like I don't know. I just can't get it to look like it looks weirdly enough. It almost looks better to me in third person. I like whenever it's like I just can't get it to look right in first or third, nah, first person. And then this is after I adjusted it a lot, so I mean, it was a little purpler and a little like more yellow, kind of like specular before. But I don't know. I've been messing with it nonstop. So I don't know what I'll end up using for the carbine, but hopefully I'll get to something good. Then I've been trying to also try to. I decided that I like the idea of matching up like the colors. So this shit's green, and you know you get the green light on it. So like I've been trying to like match things up. So like oh wait, like this plasma pistol. I changed I liked how it was when it was blue, but I also just decided to match the lights up to like whatever projectile color it shoots. And so on the plasma, on this one, what I might do also in this stream is like maybe make the bottom of the needles like have like a blue gradient tint so that it looks like blue lights shining through the bottom. You know what I mean? That way they kind of have that Halo CE look. And then, you know, that's kind of like what I did with this a long time ago. And sorry again about the lag. I just put everything on my shit hard drive, so it just stutters a lot now. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't know it did that. I didn't think it would do that, since usually once it's loaded, everything kind of works fine. But and then I might add that same blue gradient to these, since it shoots, you know, blue. And then you already see an energy sword and everything like that. Damn, I didn't realize how rough this looks. The fuck? I have to adjust the settings on here. It's weird because it doesn't look like that. Oh, it does kind of look like that. Damn, I need to adjust the bitmaps on here. I don't know what the roughness or something's really weird on there. And then I still want to like replace the fuel rod with like the Halo 5 one and give it like those animations too. Since I'm basically like I'm like kind of like overhauling a lot of the weapons still, and equipment obviously. But yeah, so I haven't really fucked with those too much. But yeah, in this stream, I'm kind of just focusing on refining those plasma, those Covey weapons. And what I'll do real quick is I was gonna go through and like play through the updated version of the beginning of the level I've been working on for the first mission, kind of making it look better and, you know, all that shit. The carbine. Oh, sorry, it's the full screen. Light reflection is good in third person. Yeah, like it's like it looks better in third person with the light reflection for sure. Like in first person, for that, it just looks a little. It had like that, you know, when metal hits the light and you can, if it's too metallic, it'll get like dark instead. You know, it's almost like this. It's like it's trying to be bright, but it looks like it's burnt. You know what I mean? Sorry. But yeah, I wanted to kind of check on the current status of the build. And I want to try to release this like next month, by the way. Maybe even this month, I don't know. We'll see. I was playing Legendary earlier, but I'll just play it easy for now. I need a new controller too. My RB button doesn't work for some freaking reason. I mean, it does, but I have to like hold it really hard for no. I don't know. I was playing Apex, and sometimes when those Rocketeers kill me, I get a little triggered. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Probably held down my controller a little too hard. But just in case you haven't seen this, you know, I mean, I was gonna, you know, have one big reveal for this, but I was like, I don't know, whatever. There's not like a ton of people that go, you know, that watch the stream, so you know, if I make a trailer, there'll still be like thousands of people that'll see it on there instead. You've been commissioned for a mod? Fuck yeah, dude. Make that money, bro. It's all about the money and doing what you love. That's all that matters, even if it's just like a side thing, you know. You should mod Halo 4 if you're not, by the way. By the way, Killer was saying you were making a Halo 4 map, Nick. Is that true? And sorry if that's the one you already showed me. I couldn't remember if you were showing me something in Halo 4. Because you only showed me textures, though. So I don't know, like, you know. I couldn't remember. Bro, you know Halo 4 has the best engine. Like, you know that. If you want things to look like they're not from 25,000 years ago. I'm just kidding. No, I mean you can actually make stuff look good in Halo 3's engine if you like if you were to like do a new mod from scratch. I mean Halo 3 looks amazing. I'm just talking about like how dated it looks. The art style is like amazing, even though like do kind of like more realistic proportions in the rigs. But obviously, like I love the art style the most. I feel like that's what really defined Halo's art style out of any game. You look dated. Oh god, yeah, I'm like 90. It's not the best engine. So much work I've had to do to fix it. To fix what? I mean, it's just like obviously you can do like the most with the engine, just because it has more less limitations or whatever. Unless and then if you're making like a flood mod, you can still even figure out how to do it because there's so much things you can do like object scripting.
I need you.
Halo 4's visually Halo 4's the best. That's disgusting. I'm just kidding now. I mean, I don't know. I've been modding Halo 4 so much I actually don't mind how it looks now, but I had to like work on it for like 3 years until I was like, oh, finally, it looks. I like it now. I'm just kidding. Like that's just how everyone has their own opinions on shit, though.
You've been busy.
Activating the 6 gravity generator.
Ugly guns. I mean, I think everything in Halo 4 just looks like not like Halo. Like some of it didn't really look bad. It just looks so like what is this?
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you never asked.
I think the biggest problem with Halo 4 was the compression, though. If you're talking about how things look.
Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Wouldn't bet on it.
I'm just gonna run through this. Like I can always show you like I've already shown like the updated textures and this and that several times. But yeah, the PBR do make it look a little fresher. A little fresher. I use some of the Halo 2 bitmaps, or Halo 2 uses a lot of Halo 4 bitmaps, or Halo 2 Anniversary, but I use some the ones that they changed that are like similar.
Sensor scan, high intensity, doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
But yeah, I do be looking a lot better now.
Chief, be careful.
What was that noise? What is that noise? What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? What was that? Did I fuck something up? And it wasn't playing like that before.
Didn't realize the ship had deteriorated so badly.
It sounded like a whole bunch of oh, wait. Bruh, this happens. So, like, Sapien gets controlled in the background whenever I'm controlling anything else. And I spawned a fucking Wraith in here. The fuck? That's what it was. It was them dying. Man, that was tripping me out. I was like, what is that? I want to update this. Whatever sound effect I seem to erase here whenever I replace the elite dialogue.
Happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. You should be careful.
So wait, so that's why I'm pissed with Alexis and Reborn. She's all about telling people Halo 4 is good, but then won't release the Reborn assets so people have a modded base Halo 4 on. Motherfuckers gotta strip all Halo 4 just before. Yeah, I feel that though. That's kind of what I'm doing, but obviously I'm not like this is more of like building a tag base, and then and like cool guns, characters, weapons. So and then the campaign for me was just like a given. Like, well, I've already done half the work, therefore I'm just gonna do the campaign too. That's kind of what I looked at the campaign like. And then that way, whenever I do stuff in the future, I want to do custom shit eventually with my tag set. But whenever I release the campaign, I kind of want to just release all the tags, and then that I have and like wherever they're at. Because I would have released stuff in the past though, but obviously things are getting better and better looking, and it would be kind of silly to release things when they kind of look half baked. You know what I mean? But yeah, like there's I don't know their progress. You actually seen shit that no one else has seen, from what I understand, and maybe not, but like so yeah, maybe I could see you being like, oh shit, like damn, people could totally use these. Yeah, I hope they fucking release that, get, even if they only have like one level of the mod. Like it would be so cool to like see what they got. Hopefully one day they get to that point. I hate the lighting on this level. They have like 90 lights to make up the lighting in one room, and it makes it kind of look like it has default lighting and like bad shadows and shit. That's what I think's happening. But yeah, here's how everything looks in person. And then we can get some elites in here and get that plasma rifle he had wherever it went. It went somewhere. I'll grab it.
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like
Right here it is.
military. It's possible
I need to
they
fix
came
the
across
HUD, by the
lone
way.
fellowship.
I haven't done much with the HUD yet, but I want to do a complete overhaul and then make all the weapons look perfect and all that.
Covenant fleet.
That way, And I want to redo the Covenant Banshee textures. I might even replace the entire, what do you call it? The entire, just basically, I'm going to replace, like, all the Covenant, like, crates with new textures. Same with all the vehicles, with PBR. I don't know what models I'm using yet. Whatever looks best and whatever's consistent with everything else. I would use Halo Infinite, but I don't think I'll be able to fit all their models in the campaign after like looking at everything. I'm already like full on like a couple levels because they're like so full.
We need to get off this ship.
Why does it look so
We've got
like?
bigger problems.
I think the cube
We've
map
got
on this
cruiser
level is a
an
little
intercept
weird.
course. Head
Maybe
for the
not. I don't
elevator
know.
banks.
Maybe
Are
not.
any of the ship-to-ship defenses online?
Only the Hyperion missiles, but we'll have to fire them manually from the outer hull.
I did set up the cube maps, but I do wonder if they're on the best resolution for these. I'll have to make sure later. But yeah. Plasma rifle. What's up, Kenzie? And then yeah. I think I've already read the comments. Yeah, but I was wanting to play through the beginning and make sure everything looks fine. Every time I like make a little progress, I like to put it in the actual game. See if it all translates fine over there. And whenever I did this, I actually had to put a light down just so it looks, the transition between these BSPs ended up looking smoother. But besides that, I only really adjusted settings on lights. I didn't really have to. I didn't really like I didn't re-import any BSPs or anything, or any of the lights. So I just kind of altered what was there already, essentially, and just used like the higher quality settings. It's good to see these in different lighting because I feel like everything looks so much better whenever I play it on that training grounds map, and then like some of the levels in the campaign too just have really good lighting. I don't know why, but stuff actually looks pretty decent right here.
That cruiser's shield.
I want to. I think the
Assuming they don't raise the
skybox
missiles, it'll be
texture is
one heck
like
of a surprise.
pretty big, but I might need to double the size of it because, I mean, it's just so fucking blurry looking. And by the way, I've already said this, but like I've replaced this area out here with the kind of clear, with the normal version of it instead of the LOD, so it just looks clear now. But now the skybox looks so freaking blurry. I might fix that. I was just gonna play in the beginning, but I'll just run through the whole level. I might change this plasma color to like more of that like more of this color. You know? I might do that, by the way. I'm not sure though. It might bring it into the way he punches. The way he punches like that, I don't know why. It just looks fucked. It looks like it hurts. God damn. I love the way the light reflects off everything now that it's PBR. You know what I mean? Like, ever since everything's PBR, it kind of just looks so much clearer, like, with the lighting. At least I think it does.
More fanatics than the ones we fought before.
Watch my back! I might tone down the grid on those grunts, by the way. They're like so fucking saturated. I like the saturation being up, but like it might be a little too much. I also might replace these Jackal shields with the maybe Halo Infinites. I don't know, maybe like a modified version of Infinites, so that they're like, you know, kind of using the same effects that I used to make the energy sword, and the kind of like flowing energy type shit. I don't know. I might fuck around and see what I can do. And then, like, this, I don't know, I might update this as well, by the way. Like, it doesn't look terrible, but, like, I could use the, like, Halo Infinite kind of gun like this, but I actually feel like that looks bad, too, though. Like, it looks like like, half the guns, like, all the brute guns in that game look like they, like, cut out the side profile of the gun and then extruded it over and then just were like, there it is. You know what I mean, though? It looks so blocky. And, I don't know, some shit doesn't look blocky, like plasma rifle in there, or plasma pistol.
We're just about there.
Even though this is the Halo 5 one, it's very similar, obviously. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. I don't like those sound effects either. I might try to find better ones. It's the repeater sound effects, but, you know, whiny ass grunts. They're like, I might get the, like, you know, I found out the other day that Halo 5 actually has English voices, and they don't, even though the game's hideous, or, I mean, for a Halo art style comparison. Like, you know, again, I think it looks like an alright sci-fi, a cool looking sci-fi game, but not, like, for Halo. But the sound effects for the grunts, I was like, oh, they're actually English, and they don't sound, like, too bad. They even have Jackal ones, so I was thinking about trying those out. Right now, they have, like, I like the ones they have, they're Halo 3, but I might even add more actor, you know, voices, like that way they have more variation, and they're not just like two different grunts, just, you know, and like one or two elites. Might do like 3 of each, or at least. I keep forgetting that RB's the broken fucking button on my controller, and I have to like hold it down like really hard. Get it off! No! Pretty sure Stain voiced a few grunt. Yeah, probably voiced them all. He sounds just like when he like tries to.
The auxiliary launch station should be to your left, out of the airlocks. You'll have to prime the launch for ignition.
Cortana.
Try to just look at random textures and see if there's anything I can like drastically improve.
There's one. I'm sorry. Did I miss orbiting a Forerunner planet at some point?
One thing at
I
a
might adjust this lighting. I don't know. I kind of like it. I try to make it like how it's like. I don't want to make it too dark, but I wanted to make it look like whenever the mouth opens up, it gets really bright from the internal sun and sky. So like I wanted it, but it almost didn't like change that much. Like it was already so bright, it almost hardly changed, you know? Like so, I was like, I'm gonna make it darker, and then I was hoping it would also just like help with other stuff too. But I mean, it does, I guess. But it looks. I don't know if it looks off or what. I feel like this whole level's lighting, though. Like, even in retail, not just because of the mod. The lighting looks a little bit iffy in some spots. And then there was already some lights shooting this way, and so, like, you'll see, like, a kind of like a red reflection whenever you look up at that maw door. You see what I mean? If you get, like, up in front of it, it'll, like, kind of, like, reflect up towards it. That's also why you see, like, red on their bodies right there. And it should only be angled that, you know, in the right area. I don't know if those, maybe the metalness might be a little too strong on the grunts. I'll have to put some grunts down in Sapien and just kind of like tune them for this level. At least the space ones. Oh, and I really want to figure out how to make all the sound effects have like space suppression out here. If you noticed, they like they don't sound like we're in outer space right now, you know what I mean? I want to fix that because I think it's a little weird.
Launch initiated. Great, the blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire.
I also want to make it so right here, I want to do kind of what Mythic Jacqui did and kind of maybe put a boss battle. I also want to make it so you can't skip this area. Like, the fact that, like, I'm just so used to this map that, like, I just, like, don't think about it. By the time these guys are out, I'm already here to press the button. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make it so you can't skip them, because as soon as you press it, they all just disappear. I also want to change where they spawn because they all like build up and land on this thing right here. But yeah.
You did it. Get back.
I need to still adjust some of these effects here. Make them look a little bit better.
Chief?
The Covenant weren't the ones scanning us.
So, now can we worry about the giant metal planet?
I also want to adjust them all once again. Some of the lights, I want them to flow evenly. Because same with the, I might delete the teeth. But I need to align the teeth and the lights better. I don't know why they're like angled.
Where are the closest escape pods?
The Needler has no needles, but when ADS needles, oh yeah, don't they disappear? I think they like disappear or something, right? I I think I noticed that one day. I was like, what the fuck? I think something, some other shit happens too. Like, if you use that on a, what is that one gun? The, that Promethean pistol, if you zoom in, the flaps go like this whenever you zoom in. I'm like, what? I'm like, what causes that? I need to look. Maybe I could probably fix that type of shit, but in the animations, but I don't know, maybe not. I was wondering though. Yeah, I mean yeah, that's probably why they just spawn them. It's just dumb that like you can activate it before they're even out of the ship. Like, it's just
One of the
ridiculous.
generators just went dark.
Just keep you pointed at that vehicle, babe.
I want to fix these red. I need to fix those to like. First, the LODs are terrible, but I want to fix those so they just kind of look, you know, better. And they don't have that LODs. Like, I fixed that light to look a lot better. Oh shit.
We're almost there.
Yeah, the needles. I actually have all these needles. Yeah, they like come back in. That's funny. Ooh, why does it do that? I wonder what other guns, like, I know at least 2 of them are affected by that. If worse comes to worse, I can always just not have that, but I mean, I don't know. I do like it, because the thing is, my thing is, even when I use this, which I could just delete the gun, but it would look weird. But the thing is, whenever I played old Halos, I know this isn't what you're supposed to do, but I would literally, like, whenever people were far away and with the AR, I would literally zoom in like that just to fucking, like, get a, you know, like, I would still use the binoculars to do that, you know, but then it would obviously unzoom you or whatever, but I would still do it to center it, you know what I mean? I don't know, I used to do that, though. Also the classic ODST pods, I had to, like, temporarily remove them because there was some sort of, like, shit messed up with this animation right here whenever I add them, so I need to figure out why. Because I didn't, like, change anything, but I think the re-importing it is, like, causing something in the model to not be exactly how it should be. But, yeah. There's not too much stuff for, and again, like that would be like the alpha for the level that would release. So like, you know, whenever I release the beta in the full version of the mod, I'll still be updating not just the tags in the level, obviously, but there's still things that like. Whenever I get feedback for the alpha, that'll just be the first mission. That way I can kind of get some other general feedback and make some other, you know, changes before I release the beta, which is the first 3 levels, and then I'll just release the full campaign with the training grounds map, and then I'll from there focus on like everything else. Multiplayer, like I'm not. The thing is, with multiplayer, I'll probably choose some of the best maps and just use all the tag bases and tags I already have, and then that way, and just release it like that. And for multiplayer, though, I might actually bring in some infinite quality vehicles and maybe update those for multiplayer, if anything. And then what I kind of wanted to do for multiplayer is make like an experience that's unlike a standard multiplayer arena experience, so that way it could be something like large scale. You know, kind of like a rejected shotgun type mod, but I was thinking about making one map like that. Like, I think it would be kind of easy to set up a map, large scale like that, and make it look good. You know, because it's like, I could probably just kind of like combine a whole bunch of pieces from Infinite to kind of make in like fab.com, like for the terrain and all the rocks and shit. mega scan type shit, you know. And then I wanted to make. I started like a few firefight levels, and I might finish those after the campaign as well. Uh, but yeah, I think I would probably put out multiplayer before that, just because I would assume it would be pretty straightforward. I also have like the Halo 2 anniversary maps in Halo 4, but all at the same time though. I don't know if I'll end up putting the multiplayer in Halo 4 or Halo 2, A's engine, Uh, the armor of those red grunts are sexy. Oh yeah, yeah. I like the saturation. I might slightly tone it down, but we'll see. Also got to do the thumbnails for the levels again, since the ones using MCC uses would be lying about how. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna change all that for sure. But yeah. Trying to think. I wanted to look at stuff. Oh my god, what happened in here? What happened in here? Alright. Let me spawn that AR that I was already setting up to kind of see the progress. I didn't really do much to it. I kind of just put it in the game just to kind of get like an idea of what it would probably look like. Let me play some music so it's not like dead silent. Halo music, Halo music. So this is like the Fireteam Raven version. It looks pretty good. It's not like it's not like modern. It's not like modern quality or anything, but it's definitely a huge step up from like Halo 3, I guess. I mean, poly-wise, it's pretty similar. I mean, they did update like the handle to be like, since I guess some of the stuff that's like in your face they updated. Like this thing has its own geometry, and like this looks more thinner, and this whole area looks thinner, even though it looks a little weird. But I don't know. I might just keep messing with this and see like what I can kind of come up with. It looks alright though. I'm waiting for the hopeful return of Mark 7 helmet from Infinite for the MCC exchange. I haven't even looked at that like ever. I've never even like I don't even know what that entails anymore. Like it's been so long. It's like I probably have like an extremely high amount of hours in MCC, but none like without mods enabled. All right. I guess I could just like get more of this AR imported and just keep kind of fucking around with it and see what I can kind of come up with. That way I can and then I'll make a little video comparing like all the ARs, and then I could even import the Halo 3 one with the PBR bitmaps from the MCC menu and compare it to this one as well. It might be a little small up there because I don't know what scale it is. I just made it whatever scale just to put in the game. I hate how it freaking like stutters so much in Sapien now. I wonder if it'll stutter if I like put. Yeah, it probably will. Oh god! Oh no! Oh! I wonder if this glitch still happens. Okay. There was like a bug where I can like walk into someone and kill them. Okay. Lag. Laggy lag. It's kind of funny whenever, and this only happens in Sapien, but whenever I like actually spawn my character, like it like takes away like the lighting of like stuff. if you didn't notice, I always thought that was weird. As soon as I spawn, it disappears. It's like bam, gone. It's like no. But that doesn't happen in game. It's just like, you know, it just happens in here. Like in the Sapien. Sapiens, I mean, it's to be expected to have, you know, like a lot of the lighting and shadows don't really work in Sapien. Some stuff works in Tag Test, though. Yeah, I was really happy the way this turned out. I still might also, that heat gauge that, you know, up top, I still might try to, like, see if I could, like, give it, like, a diffuse map. That way, like, it can have, like, a little bit of, like, inset shadow, you know, like an internal shadow, so that it has, like, kind of like how I did these lights over here, which that's actually what I did on these lights. You see how that way they don't look like they're just one solid. The one thing I can't stand about, like, again, 3-for-3 lights is they're like all just a solid constant color, you know? So like that's how these were even set up, and I was like, you know what, so what I did is I just went to the UVs and then, you know, basically made a square and just put inset shadow, and then I UV'd it so that it would have like that like little internal shadowing shit going on. That way it just looks like, I don't know, it just looks like something that might actually exist, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Oh, that one's fucked up though. I just realized that I never fixed that one. Damn it. I thought I fixed it. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It doesn't really look bad. I mean, it kind of does, but not really from far away, at least. Yeah, you can tell though that I just used a square though in that one because I didn't even stretch the UV. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to like fuck around with before I get to work. Because once I get to work, that's when it gets real fun. I'm just kidding now. That's when I get like super hyper focused. Yeah, sound banks die every second, Kenzie. That's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Except for a refresh it every 5 seconds, which honestly, like, I'm not gonna do. I can't stand that, dude. It's like it's like the worst thing about modding Halo 4. Like, it almost makes me like, if Halo 4 sounds weren't so damn terrible, you know, I would just use the, you know, but they're so bad. All the guns are terrible. There's no English dialogue except for aliens, you know, for the aliens. I mean, like, I can't stand that. But you know what I was thinking though is, I've seen some people like I don't know, looking at the idea of kind of extracting the existing sound bank. That way you can add to it. I don't know if that's possible, but like I've seen some people talking about that and talking about like other people doing it in other games like Halo Wars and some other shit, I think. But I was just like, oh my god, if someone could figure out how we could edit the primary sound bank, that way we can just replace stuff in it, then it won't really overload. Like it does still overload without in retail, like in vanilla, but it happens so little that I don't even really notice it. And then whenever this sound banks overload, it also overloads everything except for the primary one. So like whenever I was playing the first level, you know, like whenever the Didact scan thing comes over you and it makes a loud noise, that is tied to a specific sound bank that's not the primary one or something. So that even sounds like that stopped playing whenever this happens. It's not even just the primary one, like, or the, you know, the retail ones, or I mean, sorry, it's not even just the modded ones that break. It's like it causes like every other sound bank to break. And I'm pretty sure that happens in the game whether you have modded stuff or not. But again, like, most of the sounds still work, so it's hard to like tell, kind of. But God, I can't stand that. I do hope we can figure out a way to like make that stop happening, because I highly doubt they'll ever update, you know, something to allow that to not happen as well. I don't know. We'll see though, because it's super frustrating, to be honest. It really like there's nothing worse than like having something like that's almost out of your control, you know, that kind of fuck everything up a little bit, you know. I think that's like the worst, especially like how much, like, I've already had put like 1,000 hours into the mod before I even did the sounds. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like fuck. And when I say 1,000 hours, I mean given I've been learning the whole time, so you know, a lot of this was just me learning how to like set shit up in like games and engines and Blender and all that stuff, because it's all good learning. All right. You know what I wish? I wish someone would make like this quality version of the Halo 3 AR, because the one I'm importing, like, it looks good, but it still has that like lower kind of poly look, you know. I guess because it is, but it sucks. Yeah. Yeah, lag. Alright. So let's do that. You know, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to use the current setup with this AR and bring it into this AR. Oh. What the hell? There it goes. So here's my current one that I was messing around with. It's just a whole bunch of objects. What I'll do is I'll quickly import. I'll quickly import the current AR. Let's see. Weapons. Storm Assault. Or rifle. Alright, it's importing. Come on. Whenever this imports, it'll... Alright, there we go. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just bring this over. Wow, I just guessed that size. I actually guessed pretty accurate. I just eyeballed the size in Blender like this. I just, like, it was huge, and then I just made it small. I'm surprised that I actually eyeballed that so close, to be honest. It's not the perfect size, but I mean, it's close. Alright. So before I go any further, as you can see, it's pretty low poly, you know. But again, there's like, it's just different in some areas. Like with this, you got this different, you got that. And then the bitmaps are like 2048 by 2048 or some shit, so that helps a lot. It beats the 512 that you're given, you know. Alright. Let me start getting some of these vertex groups. That way I can match them up. Alright. Oh wow. Does it actually have? Oh, of course. Okay, that's nice. It actually has a vertex group set up. Would you look at that? Doesn't really obviously matter, but then I think this is just begun. Begun. Is there any other stuff? Be fun. What is bone tied to? Nothing. Alright, so what other is there any other vertex groups that I'm like not thinking of? Magazine, OP handle. So what is safety? Okay, that is safety. Eject panel. I don't think there's a safety on there, is there? Oh wait, that's that one thing they just added in, isn't it? Or wait, is that supposed to be the safety? Okay. It would have been that, it's basically that. So, I don't know if it really matters, because, like, I mean, let me make sure that this isn't, like, a separate object that can rotate. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm probably not gonna, like, even use these bones for anything else, because I don't think there's anything that, like, I could potentially set this up to look fine, though, you know what I mean? But, like, I guess I could actually apply it to that. I'll just see how that looks when I apply that to it. It's obviously weird because, you know, if it moves or anything, you'll see, like, the actual thing behind it. It's... And then there's this one, which... Oh wow, it is actually masked out and separatable. It's kind of surprising. Forgot what it's called. Cool. All right. I'll just put that on. If something like it looks terrible, obviously in game from me using these bones, then I'll not use them. All right, so all the bones are set up. Now I can essentially just so I could just combine these. Let me save it. Join. We got the default. Wait, you know what? Just in case. Let me just grab that. All right. Now I'm just going to export this. And then what I can do is go over to this assault rifle right here, swap out the model. See how that looks. Then you also want to go to your first person, do the same thing. All right. Now from here, I will basically go into like adjusting adding the other shaders or materials that I haven't added. And also I'm adjusting the materials. Like on the plasma rifle, what I actually did to make it look better or more refined the way I wanted was I basically had to separate the metals and the rubber and shit. That way I can like adjust the settings. So like they all use the same bitmaps, but I was able to kind of like just get that metal to look a little better and then the rubber to look a little less shiny or, you know, more like rubber. The bitmap's supposed to do that, but unfortunately they're not like set up natively for PBR, so I kind of had to like convert them and fuck around with them a little bit. Look how flat those are. I mean, you don't see it though. They're so flat. Kind of neat though. Oonga booga! Sophie is here. Bitmaps are spec gloss. It's kind of like PBR, but old gen. Yeah, I mean, they're not like... At least there's a conversion process for it, but... It's interesting. Alright, so now I can... Let's see what we can do. Alright. Exam mode. What does that even mean? Alright, so this one. How are these set up? So default setup. So if you set up this file, by the way, luckily everything's already in here, so I just have to like kind of figure out a good way to make this work for what I need. I'm trying to remember, how do we set up displays? Let me open up the one I started for. Actually, I can just do this one. Okay, yeah, it's just like a constant. Kind of set it up like this for now. Just like I'll probably get this refined, and then kind of want to like maybe even look at like the source bitmap. See, I wonder if we can get those source like numbers from Halo 3. And then otherwise, I mean, I can obviously just use the normal ones. But I wonder if there's like even high quality ones out there. That way they'll look super crisp and clean and super nice. I'm just kidding. Alright, so I guess the easiest thing to do would just to be go in here, and I'm just gonna convert this to like the one I have, so it's in the game, you know. Yeah, I'm talking about for the game. I don't, setting them up. I don't know if they're like high quality. They don't really look specifically high quality. And I don't know if they're compatible with the game, are they? They look like they're one image instead of like a whole bunch of images. You know what I mean? I don't think that's how they work. I'm pretty sure you need, and they're also low quality. I'm pretty sure they're like, you have to import like, it'll be like, I could be wrong. I haven't even imported any yet, but I'm pretty sure it's like one image, and then it has like, in the name of it, you like put like one, and like ones, two, ones, three, and then tens, one, or something like that, and basically it'll import it as like an array into one image. But I'm actually not exactly sure, because I'll have to like, I haven't actually done it, but from looking at how the current ones worked, I think that's how it works, if I remember correctly. But that's fine. We don't need to get the numbers working today. I kind of want to just get everything else looking good, and then the functionality with the compass and the numbers, that'll come naturally. All right. Oh, these are both numbers? Okay. Oh, wait, no. What is this? AR illumination. Okay, that's different. Okay, cool. AR illumination. And then we got numbers. Because normally the numbers are separated into ones and tens, so that it's like, ones, tens. But that is fine. That will still be okay. Or if anything, I guess I could just sub in some existing ones, but they won't be these cool Halo 3 ones. I wanted to try out the Halo 3 ones on like some other shit anyways, to see if they look cool. Because my two favorite numbers are like analog clock letter numbers, where they're just like those, modular numbers that like have the little lines and ticks, But these are like pretty cool too. These are kind of like the same, really simple in that way. I don't know why, but I can't stand any of the numbers 343 uses in their games. They use like all these stylized I don't know if stylized is the right word, but they're like those, they're just kind of like, they don't look bad, but I just like how things almost look simple in a way on like a lot of the UNSC weapons, like almost like old stuff, but not in a like more like like how analog and older stuff just looks and all the how stuff looks on it. I don't know. I just always liked it. Ooh, let me do that. Oops. Oh fuck! I thought I changed that. Oopsie. Oh, I did. Well, I actually undid it. I'm so dumb. And that's better anyways. I like that name. Okay. It already had the bitmap in there. Alright. So let's import that and then just fuck around with that to get it kind of a little better. I have imported numbers before, and you basically can either separate the numbers into each individual image, or you can go in and paint the background blue to match the array. Yeah. I'll just do it, whichever way it needs to be done. But, yeah. Actually, while I'm doing that, I'll set these up for that so that it's like, actually, and then for now, just for now, don't worry, just for now, I'm gonna just put these ones in. Yeah, it's like whenever I stream, I kind of just skip the stuff that like I'm not sure if it'll be like an instant fucking thing I can do or not. You know what I mean? Oh man, they're not even UV'd right. I forgot. That's fine. What I can do is I can just drag working, or I can just UV them or just drag them in there. I'll do that later. But I kind of want to just get the body of everything looking fine before I, like, do the numbers. Oh, wait. I'm not on the right one, am I? Alright, here we are. For now, I'm just gonna copy this over, and then I'll try to make it look kind of like Halo 3's eventually, once I like refine it in. But I just kind of like to get things to like a nicer state quickly, instead of spending half my stream doing something kind of small. Kind of just give it that Halo 3 look and that little, make it give it that little scan effect. Get that little scan effect, you know what I mean? All right. What are these actually? Is there even any bitmaps on that? They're just wide, okay. Just making sure they don't, like... I think that's how it is, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's fine. That is how it's supposed to look. Alright, now this one... I will try to... Illumination. Cool, cool. Be like a constant. I think that'll be fine for this. I don't know if that's gonna just max out the whole thing. What are they all supposed to be green? Let me see what I should do to it. Well, it's actually green. Let's adjust it. It doesn't look like much of this really matters. I wonder if I like make this white, will it make the whole thing white? Okay, so even as if it's white, it's interesting. Kind of turns them yellow almost though, once they go too high. Kind of like that better. Whenever I like don't use when I don't use a psi tint, it kind of like makes the other lights a little yellower. That thumb hardly goes through there. Could be worse though. Looks like I could push it over a little bit or something. Either that or just move the hand placement on it. I like how the UVs on the front kind of just look stretched. Actually, I just realized the light is tied to that emissive, so it is weird when I use the green for it. There we go. That's better. Alright, so it's got some basic shit set up. But I don't know, what do you guys think about this so far? Does it look good? I might do some adjustments to the materials, or maybe separate them. I mean, you know, besides the display stuff, I'll fix that. I don't know. I'm like, I guess I'll just make like that video of like comparing all these ARs, because I have the Halo Wars one, I have this one, I have I was gonna try even just throw in the Halo 3 one with PBR just so I can like kind of compare them, more so than anything. And then the Halo 5 and the Halo 4 one. And then I mean I would do like Reach, but it just seems like a different gun. So because without that housing, it just And then if I do separate it, I might be able to make because this is like basically what I landed on when I was trying to balance the rubber and the metal so that neither is too far from what it should be. But if I separate them, then I can kind of bring them like both in. And then I also had like this let's see right here. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Wait, is this right? No. Here it is. Alright, so let me bring this in. So like this is how so they come with these like color spec maps like this. And then if you like want to see what it looks like whenever with a black background so you can actually see everything. It's kind of like that, And I use one of the channels to kind of use as a specular, but basically what I was doing is like you can try it like that, and then I tried it like that. But I don't know. This kind of feels like let me kind of show you what it looks like without it. Oh, cool. Alright, so here is the other way. Kind of like that. Which one do you think looks better? I don't like the top looks so like fucking grinded up. Like they fucking slid up with this thing. And then again, if I were to separate the metals, maybe I can make the roughness on this look a little bit better or whatever. Kind of like the other way, or a little better. Yeah, that seems more like how the Halo 3 one is, I feel like the other way it kind of looks like the Halo 4 one with the coloring, funny enough. But yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I guess I'm going to separate it into different materials and just kind of see if I can get like something more out of it. Let me like hide this shit. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh wait. Gah! Oh, what's up, Didact? How you doing? How you doing, Bruska? Bruskifa? Bruskifa? Bruskiter? Broskistadaddle? Let me get rid of this. Broskibet? Bruska? Trying out that Halo creature. Chia. 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 I'll grab those in a second, or ungrab the ones I accidentally grabbed. Yo, what's up, Arrow, or Artistic Spartan? I see you're secretly hiding behind that tag. I'm just kidding. Man, I honestly, it's so dumb how YouTube just decided to like just use people's like freaking URL names instead of their like actual like go by name. Like what like why did they do that? Why did they do that? Why? They're just trying to make people confused. Oh shit. So when we get in the Halo Fireteam Ravens, oh god, I know. You know, I'm so intimidated by like setting that shit up, but I cannot wait to. I really want to soon, honestly. I mean, I wasn't gonna actually work on it or like all the way do it until you know, I want to put it on that on the Infinity mission where you're like on the ship, you know, when they like have all these like coveys like invading you. I wanted them, and there's like there's cruisers above you, you know, and they're sending ships down. I'm like, dude, one of those could easily drop a Scarab, so I wanted to do it on that, and then that's when you're using the mech, or whatever it's called, the Mantis. So I kind of want to put on that mission. That's the mission I put it on in my like old version before Mod Tools existed. So yeah, like I think that would be great, and then that way, I don't know, like I'm not looking forward to setting it up the way Rejected did, because I'm probably gonna have to like fucking, well, at least by that point I'll be like used to animations, hopefully, you know what I mean? So like I kind of want to like anything involving new animations or like updating the animation related stuff, since you know, Reach's animations for it are kind of shit, so I couldn't just use those. I could kind of fix them up, but probably not all the way, I don't think. Like I got it working before, but like I'm pretty sure I had to like use like pretty sure I had to like turn it into a ghost or something like stupid. It's like so long ago. But yeah, like I can't wait to try that out though. Guess I should use these inner ones. Excuse me. Actually did change Artistic to Arrow. Okay, so you actually did. I was wondering. Couldn't remember if it was like, you know, what's going on with that, because people will be like, what's up Unseen, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's me, sorry. I feel weird when people call me that. Because you know, but that's why like I kind of want to change my channel's name to like something like Corbin the Creator, but I was probably gonna wait until I like kind of branch into more than Halo stuff, and like I'll stream stuff besides Halo, but I don't really do anything else, you know, for other games, so I didn't see a point. And I'm still uploading like, you know, like unseen, you know, just kind of like early builds and like stuff that isn't as well known, I guess. So I'm still uploading that type of content, and luckily they're still putting it out. Like, I mean, it's fucking crazy that we just got a Halo 2 build. Like, what the fuck? That is so crazy. But yeah, like once I feel like I'm drying that way, like, and I'm kind of starting to focus on other stuff in a couple of years, at that point, I'll still do Halo stuff, but I'll luckily be able to do more than just Halo. You know what I mean? I think that'll be nice. I think this is how it should be. Let me just check it out in game. You know, there's so many holes in this gun that, you know, as I'm like, I mean, stuff you won't really notice in game, but like, since I'm like staring at it like super closely, I'm like, there's little holes everywhere actually. Alright. Oh, that's actually metal? Shit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna unselect those then. Oh! Alrighty. Alrighty. That's probably good. I think. So what I'm going to do is just separate it. And then, instead of default, I'm going to say rubber. Rubber! Yeah! And then save, and then new link. It's already imported the material or the bitmap, so luckily I can just basically take that and then oh shit, I forgot to do the markers or some shit. Yeah, there we go. All right, the fuck. Oh, I see what happened. I just defaulted the settings for the materials or whatever. Alright, here's the rubber one. Wait, shit. I think I forgot to just tell it to, like, be on the rubber one. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I'm such a dumbass. I'm so special. Alright, my bad. I just, like, changed the default into it. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I thought, like, in my head I was duplicating it. I don't even think that's even an option. Wait. I thought I just added a new material. Where'd it go? What the fuck? I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy, guys. Alright. Let me just, I'll just copy that tree in there just so it looks the same. Ugh. What the fuck did I do now? God damn it. I must have had the whole thing like selected on accident. Jesus. Jesus! Why? Why? Okay. There we go. There we go. I hope. I hope. I hope. Looking good. Oh yeah, Corbin. How do you stance transitions work with AI? What? I don't even know. I don't even know. Alright, so now what I can do... let's see real quick. I'll go outside and maybe get a little more light on there. A little light on it, you know what I mean? Get a little light in there, see how it looks in both. Alright, so what I can do here is kind of like go in, try the rubber. It's set at default settings, so that might be fine. I think the metal is the one that needed to be adjusted more. Usually is. So I had this amped up on the metal, as you can see here. It just looks so... I might even make it 3 pieces, or 3 parts, but... So just kind of going in. Kind of looks like a decent middle ground. And the rubber... I mean, that looks pretty good. This is how it looks like earlier, because the metal, or more maybe like that, or like that. I don't know. Actually, that doesn't even look that bad though. Did it look better before? Shit. If it's too metal, it kind of does have that, like, in first person. It doesn't look terrible. Oh, wow. Hmm. I mean, yeah, it looks alright. What do you guys think about this? Does it look okay? It's like I like it, but I don't know. Like something. I don't know if I can maybe adjust the actual images better. I mean, it doesn't look bad though. What is that line that I'm seeing? Oh, it's just going through that little area. Maybe I can go into the first level and see what it looks like. Yeah, what I don't even know what a stance transition is, Spartan. Or I mean Tanner. I can't say Spartan because there's two Spartans here. Actually, we're all Spartans. I tried adding custom numbers, or some of us are elites apparently. I tried adding custom numbers to my assault rifle, but couldn't get it to work. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it on stream, because there's a chance that I like don't do something right. I don't think it's that hard though. I'm sure I'll have to like fuck around for a second. Alright, what I could do though is just bring in. Oh yeah, let me see. Numbers, ones, update, convert Halo material, link tag to nodes. No. Yeah, let's try this. And then... Alright. I'm just gonna try this right quick. Like, I'm a simple person. I think these little default ones, you know what I mean? These little ones right here look pretty good. But, you know, I actually, you know, Halo 3s are good too. So I'll put those in. Just to make them the same scale, I'll just top it out here. And then, oh wait, I'll probably change that actually. I forgot. Let's do them both at the same time. Alright, I'll just have that for now. Oops. Let me flip those again. The other way, I mean, this time. It's like, that says 35. Should say 32. God damn it. Alright, so we need to make this one, and then and now I'm confused again. Do they need to be flipped like the fuck? I guess I need to, do I need to flip them? Let me see. Why does it seem like I need to flip them? Even though they like should be right. Wait no. One. I don't know why I'm doing them backwards. But that's making me feel like I need to, even though I'm probably just being a dumbass. Oh. What is 35? Okay, I knew that was fucked. Maybe it was right then. Oh wait, one of them's this way and the other one's that way. Is that what's going on? No, I don't know. I am being special. This is why I usually just drag numbers over, like, for example, let me just do that real quick. Because I'm being a dum-dum. I'm being dum-dum. Ah, fuck, I grabbed the wrong one. Then I'll just put like the actual numbers here later on. Did I not even delete the old ones? Yeah! Alright, and then I'll probably... So I'll replace those with... They actually are clipping. Or with better ones. But, yeah. Sometimes I'll like try to grab like just one, and then I'll try to grab like just one, and then I'll realize I grabbed like more than that, and then I'll be like, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Alright, cool. Tight. Good enough for now. Just gotta actually enable transparency in the other bits and bobs. Yeah, I don't know. There's like, I was doing that, and then I was like, well, it actually like already has the symbol there. I'm talking about like this. You talking about this, mate? You talking about this? Additive, 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 additive. I'm surprised I didn't even change anything. That's why I was like, looks like it's already like kind of working fine. Oh, you're just talking about on the screen. I just realized that because I'm slow. Yeah, those. I'll just do that real quick too, even though they don't move. All right. Where was the? Which one were those part of? Was it all of those display? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. You are correct. Let's get the... Ooh. Why does that look kind of like... fancy? Wait, what happened to the scan lines? Oh, shit. It got reset somehow. What the fuck? Sometimes that like happens. But yeah, there you go, Sophie. Sophie! Sophie! Alright, cool. It's a little bit crazy. A little bit strong there. Little bit strong there, what don't you say? Let me try to bring that down a little bit. The scan lines, the illumination. Is it psi intensity? Yeah, that's not like extremely crazy. Crazy. All right, cool. There's a little bit of clippiness going on at the bottom of the HUD, but I can fix that just like everything else. But yeah, so we can just imagine that the compass works. Which honestly, like, is there already a compass? Compass! I think if I do this to this, it'll just make everything go crazy, but we'll see what happens. Okay, hold on. Alright. Nope, didn't even do anything. Oh. Okay, actually, I'll just do that right now. So, I think I could fix the compass real quick. And the scan lines. They keep fucking disappearing. How dare you? Alright. Every time I like edit that freaking like a material, it like defaults the freaking settings. It's so annoying. Alright, so what I could do actually though, like for real on God, is no cap, perhaps like make this its own thing. It's by actually adding material. Come. Alright, I think that's how you spell it, right? I could be wrong. I'm kind of retarded. I mean, I'm kind of silly. We got display. I think that's what I need. Yeah! Okay. Cool. That's how you do it right there, right there. Alright, so now I just have to go set the compass up separately. So to do that, I need to bring in the compass. Right there it is. Now I could just copy the display I have here. Or actually, I'll just copy my compass. So right here we have it in the illumination. I'll just copy the exact settings. This is 3. Alright. And then it's going to be in the illumination. I don't know if it needs it in there. And then I'm going to change the frame index to the whatever. I'll just copy that one, which uses the function compass. So what I need to do is copy that you see there into it just to make sure it's right. Now, there you go. It has inner shit for a compass. And bam. Oh, wait. I forgot. Need to make it additive. Sorry. No, fuck, I'm still fucking fuck. Is it the side density? Is it the side density? Oh, it's the diffuse. Oh, it's the diffuse, isn't it? Hold on 1 second. We don't need scan lines. Wait. Why you no work? Why you no... Hold on. We can figure this out. Do I need to clamp it or what is this? Compass linear 100 transition clamp. Wrap and filter modes. Let's try that. Oh, fuck me. I don't think that does shit. Might as well just put that in. No! Where'd he go, compass? Well, shit. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Maybe it's just because, like, maybe because it's part of this other shit. Yeah. What if I just, like, try this real quick, out of curiosity? Out of the old curiosity. Well, I don't even think this will be, you know, you beat in the right spot, but I just want to know what'll happen. Well, it's rotating on this one. Make sure it's not like... Let's see if the Cephalon. Why is there 3 of them now? Why is it backwards? Is that why? Is that why? Is that why? Okay, so this setup's working. So if I'm assuming if I put in the right bitmap, it's just not going to work because the bitmap or something. I wonder how it would rotate in that if it's not like centered. Where the fuck is everything? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's something in that bitmap. I have to set it up that way it can rotate. Oh well. Oh my god! What did I do? What did I do? There's like, I don't know how that happens. I only seen it happen in Sapien, but you can like walk into people and kill them. Ooh. Oh, there it is. What's up, Saving Private Mike? Sorry, a little focus there. So I've been trying. In case you just came in, yeah, Sophie sent me this model from Fireteam Raven, and I've been trying to set it up for Halo 4. Try to see how good it can look in game, because I'm kind of at the point where I'm kind of considering which AR should I use. Now, it would be really ideal if I can get this looking perfectly fine, just so that it'll, you know, be perfect transition for Halo 3, you know, to Halo 4, to have the actual almost same AR, but like with better textures and probably quality maybe. It's alright. Let me read the comments. Sorry, I haven't even read them in a minute. Transition and playing unique animation to switch from, say, combat to crouch. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't done animations yet, but that's like kind of like I was saying this earlier, but there's like a point in which I'm going to like basically like get good with just importing animations, and then I'm going to use that to like start practicing like editing animations, adding to animations, creating new animations from scratch. And I want to kind of do like anything animation related at once, kind of like all at once, kind of like how whenever I do the HUD, I'm going to try to knock out the rest, like try to knock out most of the HUD all at once. And I was going to wait till I had like all the weapons that I like kind of land on, you know, the ones I like really want. But yeah, and then at that point I'll probably be pretty good. From what I've seen though, like it's not too like intimidating looking. I think it's just a lot of the things that like were stopping me the first time I tried to like do stuff with animations was because like I mean honestly like I just, you know, when you're almost doing everything right, but like there's like one thing wrong that stops the whole thing from working, you know? I feel like a lot of stuff like that happens. So yeah. It looks pretty good. I don't know. It's not bad. It's just like, I just get worried about the mods poly count and like detail getting too like, like it doesn't look like too out of place or anything. I don't think. But then again, like, it looks about as in place as that Halo Wars AR, even though it's like a lot higher poly. I don't know if it's because these materials, like something, I don't know, maybe something's bugging me with them. Maybe I could try to like, I don't know. It doesn't look bad though. Look at those animations. Oh, let me read more comments. I got the numbers to show up again, but they want to change as I shoot. It's weird because they added the functions and the materials and all. Yeah, like, that's why I haven't even done it yet, because I'm sure. That's why I like stuff like that. I just know I want to do it in one go, so that if it ends up taking 1 hour, that's cool. That's easy, right? But if it takes 5 hours because I'm being a dumbass, I'd rather not stream it. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like where I am at with that kind of shit. And then yeah, with numbers, I always just the best thing you can do, obviously, is just like reference something that works that's already in the game, you know? Like these. Where am I? Like these, I guess. I notice whenever you use numbers or compasses, you need a curve that's like, you need the primary ammo one's function that needs to be in there, and then it has to have some sort of like, I would just copy this the way it's set up essentially. I'm not even sure why it needs. I guess 10 is because the numbers go from 1 to 10. Assuming, and then. Yeah, I think it just goes up based off like where it's at. I don't know. Maybe that's my guess. And then I'm assuming this isn't like an array, even though it doesn't. It just says it's a diffuse map. But we all know goddamn well it's not just the number 0. We all can see that it's changing. So that's what's annoying. Is what is this sRG format is AA whatever type 2D texture. Like it's not even set as an array. You know what I mean? That's kind of what bugs me about this shit, is like it's like you have to like, I think someone's already like made a tutorial on it, but it's just annoying because this doesn't really help either. You know what I mean? Let me look at the ones that are the normal one, but the normal ones. I was gonna say the normal ones. Assault rifle. This is the OG, or with Halo with new bitmaps, I guess. So, oh, okay. Even on this one, I changed them to the DMRs, which is the same ones I'm using now. And then, see, what the fuck? Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. This is entirely different. I think they did that so that, like, it can be a color or something. I don't know. I'm assuming. Same settings. 2D, AR, A8, or whatever. Like, it's, like, it just don't really tell you much. And then frame, okay, you got frames, so that's what it is. They're frames that you have to like. That's the only way you can tell, is because it has the amount of frames it needs. I guess it's just a normal bitmap with frames, which. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I guess that's all it is. It's just making sure these frames are set up properly, but... Yeah, I don't know. Yep, so frames... Okay. Damn. I guess the import would just have to have them all... What I'm assuming is just every one of these images would have to be set up in one folder, and then they would have to have the proper naming. You know how like if you import like a diffuse or a normal or a blend or whatever it is, you have to like that last thing on it like kind of tells you what it is. I'm assuming it would be like frame and then like brackets 1 or something. I don't know. I would have to like mess with it or look into that more. But yeah, I'm assuming you would just have them all in one image or one folder, and then they would just have to have the proper names. Let me Let me go into here. Gonna port the AR to this AR to 3 while I watch you port to 4. Hell yeah, do it. That's what I was wondering. I was like, someone like I don't know what it is with like my type of mods that I like, or like improvement mods. Like, there's nothing I would really want to change about Halo 2, or I mean Halo 3. So like I would mostly add to it, but then luckily there's all these very loyal and well done assets that are just like improvements, you know? Like they're almost just improved, you know what I mean? So this is actually great for that. So like it would be really cool to have like a mod that was like either just like kind of a slight upgrade to everything, you know, so that it's just a little higher quality. And then or if anything, like seeing someone like convert the whole game to PBR. And then another thing I was thinking of that wouldn't really take away from the art is like there's some areas where there's not enough decorations or decorators or grass, and I'm assuming that was like an engine limitation, but you know, being able to like put more of that shit down and stuff like that, just like things that like that only improve what's already there in a way that's like you can't really go wrong with, I guess, unless you do it too much, or do, you know, like you could go wrong with it if you do a bad job, I guess, but if you do it properly, I guess, you know, like I don't know, that would be a cool idea for a mod. I was saying like yesterday, if I ever made a Reach mod, I would make it like it would be like there's all these like really high quality versions of all the Spartans in Halo Infinite. So first I would replace those, and then I would maybe look into the weapons, but I don't think there's equivalents. So maybe I would try to find like the source images or something to bring them up in quality, because at least you can get like the pistol and maybe the DMR to be like, you know, high quality, because the Halo Recruit game had those source images. But yeah, I was like, damn, that's kind of like what I like. That's what I'm doing to this is like, well, Halo 4 unfortunately didn't have stuff to just improve, so I'm just replacing it. But essentially, it's kind of the same idea, just kind of making it modern, or more modern looking, and with a different art style. But yeah, I would love to see this in Halo 3 for sure. You gotta actually enable transparency in the other bits. But oh yeah, I read that. Bro is losing it. Now make the compass texture and you're done. I think bro might have lost it a while ago. If you're a Halo modder and you haven't lost it, then you're probably not trying hard enough. I'm just kidding. I think, let's see, I can send you the one I made from the Reach AR. Check your DMs. I mean, I'm just gonna import the Halo 3 ones. Unless did he already do the Halo 3 ones? Is that what you're saying? I'll check those. The compass. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. I'll just drag the bitmap in there because it's a very generic like tag format, and it should just work, to be honest. Oh wait, I downloaded the wrong one. Pretty sure if I go in here and go in the numbers and oh no, the compass, sorry, I was so locked in the number. Where's it? Where's the compass? Compass. Sorry. Well, I'm like the most immature fucking person ever, if you haven't been able to figure that out yet. Alright, cool. Assault rifle 1. Oh, that's, wait. Oh, fuck, wrong folder. Cut. Is this it? Yeah, that's it, right? Okay, it's over here. Alright, here it is. It's right here. Right there. So, now, here. So, oh, it's working. Good job. So now all I need to do is go in Blender and fix that really quick. Shit. Come on, you mother effer. Where'd it go? Why does Blender fly across the screen? It's silly. Silly Blender. Alright, and then what I would do is disconnect this, and then quickly bring that other one in. Appreciate it. You convenient, amazing bastard. And then, whoa, that's a little weird. I go into UV editing and just... Oh. Compass new. Okay, it looks like it just needs to be... Well, that's fucking cool. How am I gonna do this? Wait, no, it looks like the actual scales, not the scale, but the, you know, that shit's fine. So what I'm gonna do is make it bigger by going bam. Yeah. Center it. Oh my god, this thing's so sensitive. So sensitive. Alright, let's try that. Because I don't know what the fuck. Ooh, not bad. I can't believe that almost worked. Alright, let's, because it's really hard to tell in here. Maybe bigger? A little bigger. Where the fuck? Oh, it's over here. Come on. Does the tip get cut off? It looks like it's being, just the tip is being cut off. I hate when the tip happens. Ooh. Now it looks a little too small though. Ooh, yeah. Should I make it a little, try to make it bigger? I think I could just actually increase the physical size of it here. Oh, yeah. Cool. Would you look at that? Wow, would you just look at it? Fucking goddamn, thank you. Now it's technically functional, even though it's not like, you know, the numbers. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Alright, alright. Where am I? Numbers and compass and its price. Just weird on the cooling ports. You can probably boolean them and make a slight texture work. No, it can work. It mainly just albedo. It is mono to the main receiver. Whatever you say, I agree. I'm just kidding. When your MA5 is B, bleh. I'm just catching up on these comments. Yeah, I think Ollie is kind of doing that. Not sure what progress is on that. He talked about releasing a little teaser of a level a few months ago, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that mod, the PBR Halo 3 mod. Yeah, he was teasing that idea. That's kind of like what I was hoping he would do. I mean, I get like writing shader code and code in general, you know, can take a long time, but it'd be amazing to see that. The Infinite ones don't have the decals on them, so I don't think it's a good idea. No. Only time they have decals is in the 15th anniversary video. Oh, so that won't work. I will send you the single, check DMs, the single direction for UVs. Wait, what? Well, I mean, it works. It still works, though. That's all that really matters, is it works. It doesn't matter that I had to, like, do some weird shit to make it to work. Probably, like, the single UV one would have been better, but at least I don't have to import it now. I didn't, have to import your bitmap. It just works. Bitmaps just work between Reach and Halo 4. Probably even Halo 3, to be honest. Probably all the Halos. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It is a little blue, but you know what? That's fine. Because I can just change it. I could change it to any color I want. I can make it green, or I can make it blue. It's about the same color. Close enough for now. Well, alright, what do you think about this current state? I mean, I could still put the Halo 3 numbers. Whoa! Like, if I end up using this, I'll probably do that. I mean, I'll probably do it anyways. Shit, I could just probably drag and drop the Halo 3 bitmaps in here. Anyone want to, like, send me those so I don't have to, like, open the Halo 3 folder because I'm lazy? I'm just kidding. Dude, honestly, I bet it would work because bitmaps, like, the format, they all use, you know, DXT, TIFFs, and import into a tag, and I feel like tags usually, I don't know, like, stuff breaks in tags because a lot of times they update them, but, like, if they're, like, stuff like bitmaps, I mean, they're, like, very simple containers, you know, for, like, an image. Or whatever. Or whatever. That's pretty nice, you know, you can see, like, the light hitting it and, like, shadowing in the groove or the, you know, the damages. Like, it looks good. Even, it looks a little rough. Like, how the fuck did he scratch right there so much if he has this area that would block it off from being scratched? You know what I mean? This kind of just reminds me of someone bringing it into Substance and just being like, alright, edgeware apply. But I'm talking about for the body, at least. Well, alright. What time is it? 2:42? Damn, I haven't even eaten today. You ever, anyone with ADHD just forget to eat? Because I do that shit too much. And then, like, I'll be, instead of getting hungry, I don't know if this is an ADHD thing, it's probably more of a pothead thing, but, like, I'll just, like, sit there and be like, man, I feel a little lightheaded. And then I'll be like, oh, fuck, I should probably eat something. And I'm like, I won't even, like, the hunger, I feel like I only get hunger when I get, like, munchies now. It's really sad. And that's why I'm like, if I quit smoking, or vaping, really, I don't really smoke, but if I quit vaping, then maybe I'll get my appetite back. Maybe. Yup. I swear, though, it's like, ugh, what a weird trade-off. It's like smoking allows you to basically just use, like, your serotonin and your your appetite whenever you want instead of just whenever you naturally should. I'm just definitely an ADHD thing. Yeah, nah. Okay, I agree with that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I got all these classes starting this week, and I'm like I really need to just like stay sober because like I'm trying to get like as good as grade, I'm trying to get like everything as well as I can, and hopefully I can get another grant or something because it sucks having to fucking pay all this shit. I'll have to be in debt again. It's gonna be so fun. I already am in debt technically. I mean, I like was already paying off the first time I went to college, and now I'm like fucking back at it again. Like I just love my life. Huh. Not bad, It's okay. I feel like so much of the ARs I've been using are like pretty good though. Like here, let me show you this other one real quick. Choo. In comparison. You already seen it, but it'll be kind of a cool comparison. All right. Bear witness. So this is the Halo Wars one right here. How do you like it? How do you like it? I actually think so. I mean, I like the quality, but I actually kind of like the Halo 3 design. No, I don't know. I like this design. I think it's my shitty textures that I don't like. Like, my textures are too bright. I want to get better at texturing, and I'll be practicing that. But to be honest, though, I mean, obviously the ammo and the compass doesn't work, but if you just pretend they are, and the fact that it's 65 or 60, I mean, in there. But I don't know, like, if I were to say as is, I like the Halo 3 one because my texture job is pretty shite. But it is nice having that, like, obvious higher poly, like, it just looks so damn smooth, bro. So smooth, oh. Here we go, back to the other one. I mean, it's fitting, because it's like, Halo 3 is basically, which, that's, I do want, like, stuff in the beginning of the mod to be as much like Halo 3 as possible, so it feels like a less, like, I mean, feels like more of a seamless transition between 3 and 4, even though, obviously, the ships are entirely different. And so, it's a lot of the geometry. And even the angles and other things. But you know what? I mean, it looks pretty good, though. It looks pretty good. What now? I actually had like 20 people watching today. That's like, I think that might be like kind of the most. I don't know. Sometimes, like, one thing I noticed is, I don't know if it's how long this has been happening, but a lot of late night streamers get like really bloated numbers. Not talking about like people I know, just in general. I noticed that because one day I was streaming YouTube on my TV and the stream ended, and I was like laying there about to pass out, and then it changed streams automatically because once one ends, it just brings you to another one on the YouTube app on like TV or on your Xbox or something. And like I noticed like the person that was like, so like I don't think this is happening now because most people don't use TV on YouTube like except for like maybe when they're, I would assume mostly when they're like late at night. I mean, obviously all the time, but I think mostly at night. I would assume. But the dude that was like streaming was like, he's like, damn, I have like 100 like watchers, but like only 3 people are talking, and he was like, yeah, they're just like late night lurkers that get put in here from keeping their stream on, and that's who made me realize that though, because I was just like, maybe I should just stream really late. They'll be like, damn, look at all these viewers. I'm just kidding, no. No, but I think, with this type of content though, a lot of people do just kind of lurk in general. Dude, I just walked into this. I just stomped him. I just like walked into him and he died. How did I do that? I want to know what's happening. I've never seen that happen in game, at least. Like in like the actual, MCC. Well, guys, I don't think I'm gonna like end the stream, but I'm gonna like, I guess I could start doing something else. It's just I mean, it looks pretty crispy, it's just, I don't know. I could probably make this look even better though if I keep fucking with it at least. I just hope, like, switching between these two, like, I just hope this one doesn't look too lower quality, like... God, like, it's what I don't like about this model, or, like, the Halo 3 is, like, I guess this one specifically, because it's a little different than Halo 3's, actually, I think I noticed the screen shape is slightly different. But it's just the way this like wraparound thing is. It just looks too round and like, I just think like when it kind of, I don't know, some other ones look a little better, but everything else though looks pretty solid, I think. Not a bad job for a day's work, though, am I right? I'm just kidding. Alright. What now? What is this? Oh, God. Oh, that's what... It's from when I was opening this. Okay, So, I mean, just in case everyone didn't see this earlier, because they weren't, like, here or something, I was showing off, like, the progress I was making on these, which my carbine I'm not, like, super excited about. Like, it looks okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's the model or the bitmaps I'm using, but it just looks a little, like, off. So I'll keep messing with that. I can't even tell if I like this one better than the freaking Halo 4 one I made, or the Halo 2A one I set up, I mean. But this one, oh my god. Just pretend the sound works, by the way. Because obviously it's not right now. But god, I just love this fucking thing. Like, this is an also, I can't even speak. This is also an asset from Fireteam Raven. Which is interesting. Because, like, I don't know, I was able to get this just looking so fucking good. Ugh. Like, god damn it. Ugh. Sorry. Like, I'm just so happy about how this turned out, to be honest. Ooh. I just love it. This is the best plasma rifle I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I always fuck up the plasma rifle, and like ever since Reach, they've like, I'm like, how do you keep making it worse? Like, just keep doing Reaches until it's better. like all they could do is do like Reaches, but like more modern looking. But I don't know. I think this one turned out pretty good though, at least. I could still kind of fuck with the metal. I think. try to get the dark metal looking maybe a little bit. Like I noticed the fins on it kind of look a little bit like reflective or something. Maybe it's low roughness or lower roughness. In my opinion, the carbine definitely looks better than before. Just needs some detail map. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, that'd be a good idea. We need something to make it like, because my last carbine had I think it had a detail map. It's just Halo 5's, but it's just so hard making their, because Halo 5's wasn't like reflective and it was like dark purple. So I changed it to be like more metallic and pink, but yeah, I'll probably do what you said, or try to. Actually, I'll do that now. Let me like see if I can just find a good normal or something. Just to like fuck with it and see what it looks like. No, because I got like an hour left to stream, I think, before I'll get off. I would stream longer, but I just feel like I have so much little time left before I'm about to be so busy, and it sucks. I'm not looking forward to it. It might not be bad though. I always like think like how bad something's gonna be, and then I'm like, oh wait, that was actually pretty chill. Comparison. What is this? This is the okay. So detail normal. I could try that first. There isn't like, I wish there was a spec detail in these. That'd be a cool thing to add to them. Oli, if you're watching, I like your options, even though I hardly understood how these work, by the way. But a specular normal would be cool too, just to like have like some sort of shiny, I guess, a hexagon, you know. But I don't know. I fucking hate hexagons. Hexagons suck. Rubber microbomb, that would look weird. But let's try it. That looks so weird, I'm assuming. Oh, that is so weird. I think gun might actually be like alright, because if I remember, I think the Halo 3 one had something like this gun micro bump. Am I tripping, or is that a thing? Let me see it. Oh wait, I kind of see it. Um, 128. Wait, I'm not even seeing it right, am I? No, okay, I was being dumb. Who fucked up? Who fucked up the fucking carbine? Jesus Christ. Almost a little bit too much repetition. Eh. Maybe. Looks like a dog chewed on it. Yeah, dude, amping that shit up was like fucking wild looking. And just, dude, I don't know. Like, there was probably like a point early in my life when I would like do something like that and be like, that looks good. I'm just kidding. But there, I will say though, I have come a long way in like noticing what looks alright. But sometimes though, it still will be like, why did I think that looks good? Like this, I can't even tell right now. Like, I guess it looks better. Because I think what this reminds me of is like, here, I believe I have the Halo 3 weapon pack right here, and I can look at the carbine to kind of reference it. Oh my god, it's already 3. I didn't even drink. This is my like energy drink. I'm supposed to drink early in the day so I have energy, and then I drink it at like 5, and then nighttime comes around and I'm like fucking wired, and then I get like 4 hours of sleep and I'm like tired. Oh, this is Zophie. No, not Zophie. Still, this is the one from Archive, I guess. You looking at Halo 3's people, like it almost looks a lot similar in a lot of ways, but then, God, dude, these bitmaps are fucking so low quality. I wonder if there's source bitmaps for the AR in the game, because like holy shit, this thing would get upgraded so much just from bitmaps, even though like it could use some more geo as well. Like I would do what they did and like kind of like raise the poly on this knob and fill in some shit that has no geometry like this right here. But oh yeah, right there. But yeah, let me look at that carbine. Okay, I was not tripping. It does have that on there. It has this like micro scratch bump. I was trying to get this yellow tint on there, but I could not for the fucking sake of me. Like let me change it back to there and show you what I mean. Like as you can see, it's right there, but it's like I just don't understand how these freaking things work. And I read the, maybe I didn't read it right, but I couldn't see anything that really helped me on the GitHub either. And I could bother Ollie about it. And like I could even do something like this. But the problem, what the problem is with this is I'll have to separate the metal, because like it kind of starts tinting everything else, which you can't really even see here. You kind of see it like in the metal right here. Starts like tinting it, and like God, this is a Halo 5 acid, but what the fuck, dude? Sometimes shit just looks like, I'm like, what is that? I can't even see it. That's how I fucking feel looking at it. Like, that piece right there is so fucking ugly. But, like, the other pieces aren't. But it's like this piece that's sticking out is like, some reason it's just way worse looking. God, if I can get, like, better normals, too, on this. This is, like, they hardly updated the Halo 5 version. I don't think the Halo Infinite... I've seen someone make some, textures for one of the Halo Infinite ones that like I don't think really had any, but it was like a cool model, and I would be curious to see that in game, even though this is like I dig how this looks. It looks alright. I think I just stare at it so long, and then like there's like this fucked up normal near the front of it or something. Wait, is the fucking normal okay? Maybe that's why. Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely not the right. It looked like the right settings. Yeah, I think the normal is fine. It's just, I think some of these just have like some, like the normals like that I'm looking at might be on the actual model and not the you know, baked in bitmap. It'd be interesting trying out I noticed I'm using a baked one though. I wonder if I could find one of the original ones. It might look better. It's not bad though. I kind of like that purple kind of coming through. I just wish that yellow would kind of shine through more too though. God, I don't even know how that happens. Just like screen flips around. But the reason I feel like if I like change this too much, then again, like it kind of shows a little bit in the middle. But now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't show as much as I thought it would. Oh, it actually doesn't look bad. Oh, it's adjusting that part like in the front that you see. Yeah, that's what I don't like. You see like in the shadow how like weird it looks. That's why I maximized the metallic on there, because there's like whatever fucking reason it's like in their actual Halo 5 source files, that little bottom flap or section, it's like not, it just doesn't have metal, which I could just add metal to it. That way I can probably adjust the settings better, to be honest, for the rest of it. So yeah, honestly, I bet I can like touch up this model a lot and stuff, and then also like, again, there's like a slight tint, like I don't know if you could see it, but okay, now you can see it. Look at the metal, it's like blue. You see that? That's because I'm tinting the whole weapon instead of just the shell. So like, I think that's what I'll do. I'll separate the metal just like I did on the last two weapons, because it just allows more freedom, more, allows you to customize it better and make it look more unique. And that's again possible, but with one material. But what's the fucking point in having one material if it's like a freaking, like I feel like no matter what I do, it's like a tug of war. It's like I adjust too much in this way, then the metal, looks too bad, and then adjust too much this way, and the shell looks too bad. But could be worse. And that way I could keep adjusting that shell to look more that, I just like that like yellow reflection. I almost forget how low poly Halo 3 is until I look at it. I'm just like, good God, this looks like it's from Nintendo 64. At least in my memory. Like, I feel bad saying that, because I really do love the art style. But, like, honestly, like, God, dude, it's so fucking old. Like, I just think this in a modern quality would be perfect. But like, of course they just like change stuff too much. Though, like it's like it almost looks like the same gun. It almost looks like the same gun, but then like it's like so much stuff is actually different. But luckily not in a way that really like takes away from it. Why is that like black or something? I'll have to figure out what that is, because that ain't looking right. That ain't looking right at all. Looks like something got baked wrong right there. But at least I'm like getting there. You know what I mean? I think if I bring that model in Blender and start doing some stuff, it'll look a lot better. I also hate some of these bitmaps because, again, zooming into this middle part, I'm just like, it's a fucking rainbow in there. I'm like, what the fuck? It looks like a dog chew. Yeah, I already saw that, but I'm just making sure I read it. As far as I know, the highest res textures we have for Halo 3 are the MCC menu. That's a good point. But yeah. Yeah, whenever Zophie, or if you're still here, I wouldn't mind checking out, like, the other models. Just to see if I can get them looking like this. Oh wee! Like they are much more classic, and they're better in that way. They're not like higher polys. So like when it comes to like the range of the mod and like the quality level, I don't think they're better in that way, or they're but at the same time, like these textures really makes these like look good, and I feel like they touched up even the Halo 3 derived models to like look at least like some of the lower quality parts to be like higher quality. It seems like might be worth looking into though. I know the Scarab looks good because Shotgun already made it look fucking fabulous. Fabulous. And then has anyone ever figured out how to make these things throw like fucking normal? Because I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm pretty sure like copied like Mythic Jackway a long time ago with his setup. A long time ago, so it's probably outdated anyways. Why does that happen? There's like something that makes me my ass is so fat. Look how fat my ass is. I could just run everything over. Oh fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I'm running fucking yeah! I'm making an ass quake over here. Oh, I can't repeat it now. See, I don't know what that is. Sometimes like there it goes again. I don't know why I'm able to do that, man. I still haven't been able to repeat it in game, but I don't know what that is. And then, by the way, yes, the plasma rifle does stun the player. So when the elites shoot you with it in the campaign, you get locked in place, like your armor locks, like for like 1 second. Not like but like it locks your armor, kind of like in Halo 1. It stuns it. So that's something that makes the gun a little different than just spamming the PP, the plasma pistol. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what's this? What's the difference between this and then like wherever I was gonna shoot the plasma rifle, but it disappeared. You know what I mean? They're like, what's the difference between this and a plasma rifle? That's why the stunning mechanism is awesome. It makes it more unique. I've killed everyone. I'm just kidding, sorry. Dude, I wish I could control my like gaming chair like this in real life. I swear this carbine looks so much better in third person. I don't know. I'm just seeing things close up just allows me to see all the imperfections. God, dude, I spent a whole day moving stuff to my bigger hard drive. Because I figured, like, it loads forever, and it still loads forever on here, so I have no point in wasting my solid state space, and because my size was increasing too much. But now that I'm doing it, like if every like my game keeps stuttering, like every once in a while, I'll just be like, you know, it's so annoying. It doesn't do that in MCC or anything, but you know. Chief is twerking on the covers. Yeah, he is, Alice. He sure is. All right, well that's cool though. So far we've been pretty productive for at least my streams. I'm always too ADHD to actually make progress. Like last time I did the jackals here, and like I couldn't even get them to in right because I kept forgetting to do something. And then I was doing it the longest way when I could have just copied and pasted half the armors that were just the same and reapplied materials. So like I ended up redoing them a third time with the new setup. That's why I don't have the shoulders or the gauntlet. And I was like, dude, they don't even ever have shoulders or gauntlet anyways, you know? Like, I'm just gonna keep them off. I mean, they did in Halo 5, obviously, for whatever reason, but I was like, I could add those later if I really want to. All they really need is the, I don't know, I should turn this, I should separate this to a different illumination map so that it doesn't look red if you angle it like that. But that's a minuscule problem to fix. As an outsider, I feel like it's a case of being hyper aware of every little detail of the carbine. Seeing it for the first time, it looks pretty damn good and very much like Halo 2, 3 art style. Yeah, that's true. Like, I think when you just stare at shit long enough, it just starts like, it's, you know what I mean? Everything's almost starts looking bad because you're just, and then it gets to a point where like for me, like it's like I like it, but then I'll forget like what looks better, or I won't be able to tell what looks good anymore, or something, or not good, but like I don't know. It's like there's always something that's just like makes me like nitpicky about. Like it's kind of funny, like the shit that I like nitpick about on my mods. If I were to make a Twitter post about something about the same thing, but in like the, you know, Campaign Evolves demo, then I would get like 90 fucking people like trying to attack my opinion about like a nitpick. But then it's like I'll do that to myself too. It's not like I'm being a fucking hateful asshole. I'm just being nitpicky because I want things to be better. Like it's like, well, there's nothing wrong with making things better. It's not saying they're bad. Like, you can be great and still get better. You know what I mean? People think bad and good are like the only two, one or the other. Nah, you can be great and be even better. You know, like that's why I was just like, nitpicking isn't really a bad thing, and then it doesn't hurt anyone because all they have to do is either not do it or they just have to like, you know, it's like my thing. The way I look at it is valuable data. You know, like when you survey people, that information can be gathered, and if they're like, if like 100,000 people have the same opinion out of like, you know, a pool of like 300,000 people, or no, like maybe 150,000 people, then like, yeah, you might want to take it seriously. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that's valuable. Especially when you're making a product for people and it's not just like a mod that you're making for like, I guess, not just yourself, but like the mod I'm making obviously to share with everyone, but at the same time, like I am really just, a lot of the reason I'm doing this is because I truly always wanted to, and I was like, you know, like it was something that, like one of those things I've always wanted to do, especially to Halo 4. I was just like, dude, this game, like, it almost just looks wrong. Like it's like everything else is fine to me. You know, I mean, the only other, like, there's some stuff in Halo 4 that besides the appearances that I don't like. Like I do wish it was still, I do wish it still had dual wielding and stuff like that. I will say that, but you know, I blame some people hate when I say this, but I blame Reach for a lot of the problems that I didn't like in Halo 4. Like Halo 4. First, its art style was like in middle, like I feel like Reach was like in the middle of Halo 3's art style and Halo 4's. So it kind of seems like a progression of what Reach was doing, which it went way too far, obviously, in Halo 4, in my opinion, at least, just in case someone disagrees. But you know, it's just, but at the same time, like there's other stuff like in the game-wise mechanics too that did that. So like, I feel like if they just made Halo 4 right after Halo 3, they would have used their engine and a lot of the things it probably had, in my opinion. You know, I just think like stuff like dual wielding might have stayed, because in Reach they had it in the engine enabled, but like there was no dual wielding, right? Unless I'm being crazy. Like you can get it to work, you know, like you can get it to work, but it's not in it, right? I think, yeah. All right, okay. So like, I'm assuming that's why they just never did, but also they also complain about balancing and this. But I'm like, dude, you can balance it, like, just like have like a set list of like all the smaller weapons in the game. Like, it's not like you took away the small weapons and made them just bigger versions of each one. It's like a single double-handed version of like a plasma pistol, for example. Like, it's not like they did that. You know what I mean? Like, I just think like all the small weapons that are still in the game, you know, I just think it's like, okay, we'll just balance it so that when you pick up two, that it's like it's an improvement at short range, but at the same time it has like pros and cons, you know what I mean? Like, I just think I don't know if it's like a lazy thing or what. I don't know. I guess even Bungie used to say, like, I guess it did have issues. But again, I'll go back to saying, like, I just think it has pros and cons. Like, whenever I played Halo 2 and 3, I saw like a lot of the dual wielding weapons seem kind of useless, like the pistols and shit, you know. But like at the same time, I feel like they didn't have to be, you know. Like I think in Halo 2, for example, I actually really liked the dual wielding. In Halo 3, it felt like it was just getting a little bit, like, I just feel like they maybe didn't balance it as well, maybe. But then again, it still kind of was fine with you, like, if you compared, like, or if you paired like a plasma rifle with like a, you know, like something else, like a piston. I mean, I just hate the Magnum's fire rate, but maybe like a Magnum or a Spiker or something. Hey Corbin, how you working, or what you working on today? New plasma rifle model? Hell yeah! Here, I'll show you it. Just since you just got here. But I've pretty much did the new plasma rifle, and then here's the new AR that I may or may not use. I'm basically gonna import all the ARs that I am considering for this mod, and then make a video on it and see what people think about it. And this is the one from Fireteam Raven. It's just like Halo 3's, but it's not. It's probably derived from Halo 3. But, like, there's differences. I noticed the screen's slightly different, and then, you know, it has a different pull handle. Let me get a better angle for you. It has, like, a different, kind of more slim pull handle and like bar thing right here, even though like I just don't even see that. It's like, it's so hard to see it. Okay, if I update this model, what I'm gonna do is indent the pull handle area so that it looks more inside and not like it's just sticking in the side of the gun. And then I'm gonna indent these a little more too. So I'm gonna probably update this model if I use it. But this is kind of like how I was trying to get it looking as good as possible. And then I will probably use the Halo 3 numbers if I do use this. But I just put those in for now as like a placeholder, so it can get like, I could visualize if it's gonna be good or not. But yeah, that was what I did in this video or stream. And I kind of updated the plasma or the carbine, and the plasma rifle is like already kind of how I want it to look. But yeah, it's been looking good. This is also the Fireteam Raven version, but I restored like the illumination maps from Reach. They actually still have their UVs, but what they did is they zoomed in on like a piece of the, you know, illuminate a piece. I don't know. They just zoomed in on it basically, so that and then they just made it one solid color, just kind of like in Halo 2A multiplayer. So I fixed the illumination maps to like look kind of how they used to in Halo Reach, which they always looked best because it just makes it look more detailed, you know. And then you can even see like when you shoot it, I used the Halo 2A effects, which look, man, out of all the things that didn't look good in Halo 2A, I think the effects looked amazing, and honestly the maps looked really good too. But yeah, so I also got that illumination in there, and then yeah, But yeah, this is like, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I don't know if this pilot's supposed to be like right here. I might move that. Is this supposed to be right here? I've been staring at that and I'm like, it looks cool obviously, but I'm like, that might need to be right here, right? Like in the middle of this area. Oh god, I can't even aim right. Yeah, I might move that just right here because that seems like where it's supposed to be. But everything else, though, I'm like, hoo-wee! I'm so glad I tried this. Because, I mean, there's just not really any, like, new, modern, plasma rifles out there. And this one, like, it's an update from, it's better than the Reach 1 and the Halo 2A and all those ones. Even the Halo 5 model. Like, if you look at the silhouette, you see how round, I don't know if you can see my cursor, hopefully you can, but you see how round it is right here? If you go and look at the other ones, it's like a line, and then another line, and then another line. You know what I mean? It's like you can see the poly, So they like updated and like basically all the Fireteam Raven models, since they're big ass screens and the guns are like right in front of you, I think they just updated all these models they used from Bungie to like just be just like look good from the first person's perspective specifically. So they like, it's like a lot of it's the same almost, but then there's like certain things that bugged me that I noticed in first person that aren't there on these models, like the way this is rounded and has that little mini bulge. And then like everything else though looks pretty much similar with how it looks, and then same with the AR. Or where's the AR? Let me respawn again. So this AR, like I said earlier, like it's very similar to the Halo 3 one, but they detailed in like this, for example. This safety switch was detailed in, or modeled in. This handle was updated to something a little more refined or detailed looking. I could honestly make these buttons more round because they didn't really make them look that much better. But other areas that you kind of look at, like if you look at like these little in between lines, for example, they were like all black and stiff and flat, and they kind of like made them look better. But it does look like it's just in the textures. So a lot of it's just textures. But again, like the Halo 3 one, what's weird is it had this like huge indentation right here and some other areas. So I might even update it again, like I was saying earlier, to like have like a few, like I want to improve it like along where this goes, so it really looks like it's going into something. I want to like totally cut that out so that the model shows that it's separate, because right now it does not appear to be. And then again, I want to make these go inward a little bit, and then I think this model would look fucking like pretty good once I improve it enough. I think it'll be get to where it should be. And then maybe I can take these and like, there's like this, I can add more vertices, and then there's like a tool to like round, to like make a circle rounder, or not a tool, but I've done it before. I think I could do that again if it looks bad. It doesn't look that bad. From first person, it actually looks round. And that's really what matters. And then this area, like, it's actually set up right, but for some reason, I'm like hardly able to see the detail in there from an angle. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like there's nothing in there, except for when I move. So, like, what I might do is, like, extrude that face out a little bit more. I don't know. I might just try to get it to look a little bit better somehow. It might just be too, like, it's just that angle. It's blending that, like, bump map into one. You see? Or what I can do is maybe, like, take that area and make it so there's not as many lines, because maybe that's what's blending it together. I just got back. Where did you get that plasma model in Texas from? Well, like I said, for the 29th time. I'm just kidding. Fireteam Raven is what I've been getting these updated models from. So, let me just refresh. So yeah, this one. This is basically, it's like it seems like it's an updated version of the Reach or whatever one they use, but like basically all the plasma rifles are basically like some version of Reaches or like an updated version or a new textured new UV version or some sort of altered or like or version they might have like started from or something or like adjusted or I don't know. That's what I just noticed. It's like they're all so very similar, but this one seems to like be the best in my opinion because like I was saying earlier, like if you just like look at it in first person compared to the other ones, the areas like on the other one, the rounded, like the silhouette, for example, you could see the straight line poly, So what they did is like they didn't update the whole model that way, but just the areas that you can see in first person seem to like be like more detailed. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of like a trick, I guess. So it's like they updated them, it seems like, but not like entirely. And then I was showing how the AR is similar in that way, where they like it's new textures, obviously, but then they also it's a new model or different model because UVs are different, stuff like that. But this little pull handle, the safety handle down there, like that's been modeled in. These sidebars are like less deep, which is weird, which I actually liked when they were deeper because they were noticeable. To be honest, it just kind of also made it look like the model was more detailed when they were deeper. But other stuff like this, like it's a little too deep in my opinion, so I might I don't know, I might somehow make that look better. Or if anything, I could take the actual 3D parts from the Halo Wars AR, from the high poly, and just put those buttons in there so that they actually have like, that way it's not just a flat image. Because like from over here it looks fine, but that's the problem with normal butt maps. They don't really look good from that side angle. When you're looking at it like that, like perpendicular, yeah, but running parallel and like right next to it, like it just looks flat. But yeah, and the carbine was Halo 5's model. I just updated the textures. I've been trying to at least. Is it on the Archive Discord or did you rip it yourself? Zophie did. So Zophie sent me all that. I have the build and the files on my hard drive, on my external hard drive for Fireteam Raven. But like Zophie's really good at ripping stuff and like setting that shit up right and making it kind of like look fine. You know what I mean? So like I just let her do that. You know what I mean? Like I'll just and then very helpful. So very helpful as well. Because that honestly saves me a lot of time, and I don't want to dig into that and waste like a whole day to figure out how to like rip things properly and set them up in Blender. So yeah, it's really nice to have people that can do things like that to help out whenever they can. And then also, speaking of that, that's another name I'm probably going to add to my credits list as it's growing. And I do hope I never. I kind of was like, I hope I didn't forget any other people whenever I made my credits list on my Training Grounds release. I was like, like I just like did it from memory. I was like, because like a lot of people help me, but it's like they would just like a lot of people would just help me with like, questions, for example. That still help. That's still shit that I would, if someone's done enough with, I would like to throw in there. Nice. I love to see you switch off of the Halo 2 AM plasma rifle model. Though totally right about the better effects of. Yeah, the effects, they really nailed the effects, and they made them those Halo 2 styles, so everything looks liquidy and fiery and plasmy, and instead of like electricity purely almost, or whatever kind of how it was. Like, I just really liked how those looked. And then I kind of want to maybe update the colors a little bit for those but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Zofia will probably send it to you. They just sent it to, like, I think, who was that? Atlas, was that you that was putting it in Halo 3? Or was that somebody else? What did I even say that? I'm like, I hate through skimming through stuff. I always interpreted side cutoffs on the AR as the holes to cool down the barrel during sustained fire, so maybe extending the barrel back into the gun and actually cutting holes into the side. Yeah, that's true. And I would like to look at like a more, like, I want to see if someone did like a more modern version, because you know, if you look at like the like Halo Infinite like Bandit, let's like here, let me show you. It's kind of like what you're saying, I think. Fuck, get the fuck out of my way. It's like, let me see. It's like they have that, like, yeah, like you have a barrel kind of going through it, and then it has like openings. Like, is it kind of like this? Because if so, maybe I could just, you know, completely make it like I could add like a barrel in there and then make it like that, where it's like it has an inside visible. Because I could definitely model that out pretty easily, to be honest. Like, luckily some things are very simple to model. And texturing is pretty easy with like stuff like that, because you could just apply a metal texture to it. You don't even need to like UV it really that much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would probably look into see if like there's a good reference that someone's already done where like it would be kind of how it should be. Because yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I don't think that indention is just an indention. Like, I thought it was supposed to be more. I just didn't think they actually had that detail in Halo 3, you know, to show or whatever, you know what I mean? And then, actually, what is the Halo... I know the Halo Wars one was just a little deeper, but what about... Let me try this real quick. I just want to see... Yeah, because even this Halo 5 one has, like... I can't show in third person, but... I think even they have that. Let me try in the third person perspective. Yeah, because that's kind of what I would do right here. So kind of like make the holes deeper, and then I could probably just like, shit, I could even just take this geo. I'm just gonna. Yeah, honestly, I could just cut out the holes, and then put that geo in there, since it wouldn't look any worse or better or whatever, and then maybe just change the bitmaps. Or maybe just do something like that. I mean, it doesn't... Like, I could either easily model out a cylinder, apply some basic UVs, and then something like that. Like, I can literally just take this geometry and kind of duplicate it to look like that. You know what I mean? Not this geometry, but like the one that's actually on the other AR. But yeah. I could definitely do something like that to improve it for sure. And then again, I want to do something to this like area right here because it just looks bad. Yeah, I think I could do that. Like, if I just update this model, I could probably work on it enough to make it look good. I'm not a fan of the way the housing wraps around on the Halo 3 version. Like, I really like how this Halo Wars one looks that I was showing earlier. Oh wait, fuck. Like the, I hope you can see my cursor, but the way these flaps like go down right here, and they just look all like defined and edged. Like I'm like, damn, dude. Like, if like honestly, like I feel like this AR would be really great if I just like got the textures looking good. I don't know why I feel like they look worse and worse the more I look at these fucking things. So like I don't know. I might also refine this one and kind of like see which one I can get looking better. The only thing is like I think this one might be my favorite once I like get the textures looking right, but at the same time, the fact that this other one is basically just Halo, you know, it's basically just Halo 3's model, like because of that, it does have like that's bonus points just because obviously like it would blend well for the campaign. Since, you know, he had that same AR basically whenever he at the end of Halo 3, you know. It is kind of like just another thing that makes it seem like a different game. Even though, you know, they always kind of updated the models. Kind of. A little bit. If you want to save space on textures, you can reuse the bandit barrel. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, because, like, it'll still have that bitmap in the game, stuff like that. But yeah, I could definitely use either the bandit or the other. I would say the other AR, but obviously I would be using one of the others. So yeah, that's true. The bandit would be probably a better option just because of that. What next? All right. Well, there's not much more I wanted to do, but what I'm probably gonna do, check out 1 or 2 or 3 mods. I can't remember if I have how much mods I have downloaded. I haven't seen yet. I think I have like, at least a couple, but maybe I'll go on there and check some stuff out. Dude, I need a new controller. I can't even melee. I had to like press that 9 times to get it to work. I have to like hold it like really hard. It's like, yeah. It works when I like fully smash it down. Sometimes I try to do it there. It didn't do it the first time. I hate that sound. I gave it the Halo 3 sound effects, but they're not, when they don't play, you hear that background, the Halo 4 noise so much. It kind of overpowers it a lot, and which I might just remove that one too. The Raven assault rifle also already has more detail to work with than the Halo Wars one, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, there's like some parts that look really good on it, but yeah, there's some parts that I'm like, God, that looks like a square that was extruded into it. You know what I mean? So like, I think I can make it look good. I'm just gonna work with it, and it'll be a good thing to practice 3D modeling on, since like, you know, like I would like to just do things from scratch soon, but I'm kind of like leading it up to it by like modding and adjusting existing things. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let me launch that thing up real quick. Control Destroy also released a Halo 4 mod. We can check that out. I also have that on here. And then I'm trying to remember what other ones I have on here. Why does it keep getting so small? Alright. I'm gonna just close this back here because it just controls the background too. Oh wait. The fuck? Okay. I've already messed around with those. What other ones did I download recently? Warthog Rally. I messed around with that, but I can always do that a little bit. I thought there was. I must have deleted a lot of these. Can't remember what I have installed. I'm just kind of going through everything real quick. Oh wait, I guess it would be a multiplayer. Do I have any mods for these? I'm just curious. Modded maps. I think I deleted a lot of the mods I tried out just for space, because I did do that recently. I guess before Control Alt Destroy made a really good port of Narrows, so I wanted to check this out too on stream. I only got a glimpse of it earlier, but it's really cool just to have more people modding Halo and to be making such based mods, because like Space Dead made a really good Halo 3-esque mod, and I think Control Alt Destroy like used redid some of his models, I believe. So I wanted to like check those out. Oh fuck. I have to. I hate how it does that. That's because what is it? The stupid Halo 4 like custom variants. So dumb. Like that's so dumb how you have to disable that on mods. Like they could just not have that. Not because of the mod, but like MCC shouldn't, even have that going on, in my opinion. How do you even change that shit? I don't even know how to turn that off. That's how little I really messed with the MCC. Like, I love MCC, obviously, but I just mod so much I don't even play. Unless it's a mod. I play mods all the time, but that's it. Damn it. Oh, let me look at the comments here. You said you can't wait till Chris finishes animation extraction. Yeah, same here. That's like one of those things I was low-key waiting for as well. And re-importing in Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer, I'm going to go nuts. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something I'll do as well. Oh, wait, okay. Wait. Is it ordnance? I don't even remember how to set this. I don't know. Hopefully that's right. What's up, Aquifer? I think you need to go to the customization menu for Halo 4 loadouts. What do you... But, like, yeah, I think that is right, but what do you do? Like, what do you just put it on? Like, I'm like, what? I hate how that's a thing. Or maybe I have to just set my customization to default? Or something? I don't know. I'll just go to Forge, I guess. Damn, this actually looks really good, dude. He did a great job. There's one thing I noticed is like watching and like mods is way different than playing them. You know what I mean? Like like whenever that Abyss Quick's like Star Wars Battlefront mod. Like watching it, I was like, oh, it looks pretty good, going, especially going from Halo 3 to Halo Reach. But then playing it, I was like, wow, I really see the difference. It's like, I just playing this in person, I just feel like you could see the quality so much more. So I think he recreated some of the stuff like the Spartan and some weapons. I think he like did like faithful like upgraded recreations. I remember that a long time ago at least. I'm pretty sure they're in this mod. But I wanted to see them. Cause yeah, like I never got a I never got a good enough look at it. God damn it. How do you I think I have to fix Why? Why can't I see it? Why do they... I hate this stupid customization settings. It's ruining stuff. I'm just kidding. It's ruining my vibe. I want to see this dope-ass model. Yeah, like, it looks really good, actually. Like, look at... Especially, like, right here. Compared to the one I'm using. It's very similar, though, because it is a recreation. Looks like the UVs right in those bars could be fixed. It looks like they aren't set up right here in the middle, but it's not really anything noticeable. It's very faithful recreation, though. And then he could set up the UVs like in inner part, but yeah, the quality of it is looking really, really good. Really, really good. I think he did the BR too. There we go. At least I could see the other guns. Yeah, Control Destroy did a really cool job, and I wanted to check it out. Dude, this is like cool. Like, it's really weird feeling, but like this is what I like want in Halo 4 mods. Like, it's so fun to like have a mod like this. Like, you're like, whoa, this is Halo 4. Look at this sprinting. It's sprinting in Halo 4, but it's not Halo 4, it's Halo 3 and Halo 4. I wonder like what like bitmaps he's used to set it up, and then also rest in peace from his brother. That's really cool that he did that, to be honest. Like, if I had friends pass, but not like anyone like a brother kind of. I had my sister go through like a lot of shit, but she's recovering. Damn heroin and fentanyl, kill motherfucker. But yeah, luckily I didn't actually have to like go through that. Oh look, it works. The fuck? This is really cool. But yeah, I like how those indentions on the sides are when they're deep. Like, it just looks better. Looks cooler. Yeah, this is a good recreation. I actually like the housing. Makes the housing look a little bit more edgy instead of like the super round like in the one I'm using. And then that little front thing that I was pointing out earlier, it doesn't, like, I could see it, and it's not like blending it flat into like a flat color and image. You know what I mean? But model-wise, yeah, I would say it's a really good, faithful, like, recreation of the original Halo 3 model. Pretty cool. I really like the Spartan, though. Like, the way the Spartan was looking, I was like, oh, damn. It looks very faithful, even more faithful than the one I'm using, to be honest, because I think it is, like, directly off of it. I think. I keep trying to go into third person. Yeah, there's things I would kind of change or whatever. But yeah, I dig it though. It's really cool. I'm just gonna run through this map real quick. Get it? I'm gonna run through the map. Let's see the sniper. I don't know if he did all the weapons or what. I haven't asked him. Bruh, I just love Halo 3 Forerunner shit, like this type of shit. Man, now I wonder if they had source bitmaps to this in Dig-Site. I'm just fucking such an ass. Like, it's just, it'd be so cool to have those higher resolution in here, because obviously, like, things from Halo 3 do have low resolution, which is, you know. Yeah, it's really cool, though. Check out that skybox. It's got that ring over there, too. Is that one? Yeah, it's got that moving. I think this is just a scrolling texture too. I used to think it was moving, but I'm pretty sure it's just scrolling, which is really nice. That's even those little electric things. It's cool. The lighting is pretty good. I wonder if these are like supposed to be illuminated, like little white, you know, I'm not sure. But based off those lights, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, this map would like be a good map if you were trying to like blend Halo 3 and 4's art style for some, I don't know why I feel that way. It's just, there's just like some paneling that like, it's like it's Halo 3, but there's some things that almost remind me of that. Oh, yeah. He did all of them, I believe, including the Mauler. That's cool. Oh, yeah, there's a Mauler on here, too. Nice. Nice. See, that's like a great thing to be able to say, like, yeah, I made these, you know. I don't know if he did the materials or the textures or if he just reapplied the UVs, but he definitely updated the models. Which you probably know that more than I do, if you knew that the Mauler was also done. But, yeah, it's really cool, though. I wanted to, like, check that out and, you know, especially since I can get a little comparison of ARs, you know, try to get an idea of what certain things might look like. Oh, and then rocket, too. I just realized that. I forgot about that. Dude, this Spartan looks fucking good. I think the Spartan's my favorite thing he did. Because it still looks like the one I'm using, it looks very faithful, but this is like 1-to-1 if more, so at least. Then it seems like it is, at least. Like, it just has that, like, vibe when I'm, or that, like, I don't know exactly what I'm seeing that makes me feel that way, but it just feels that way for sure. I think, when I was looking at this, I don't know if this is the one that was released or someone else made one like this, but I was almost going to use it, but then I think the chest scar was the only thing I didn't like about it, and then I don't think, and this is multiplayer, so I wouldn't even have it, I don't think, but like, I don't even think, I can't remember who made that, if it was this person, or if it was Control and Destroy. Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm like, it's like one of those things where like you see something that you want to use that someone makes, but it's like they made it kind of like from scratch or just from scratch, and you're like, damn, I want, like, it's like you see something that you want to update, but it's like something small, and you're like, I feel bad changing people's like art unless it's just from like an official company or asset or something, you know. I like how these illumination maps also have like light, you know, emitting outward as well. That's something I don't even know if they usually do in Halo 4. Yeah, if this was a Halo 4, it would all be like, it would be a one solid color though. I was saying that earlier. I'm like, Halo 3's all their illumination, it has like these really cool like illumination maps, so it's like only pieces of it in the area are illuminated, you know, like every strip they have is like that. But I was saying like every 343 game, they're just like, all right, it's just one solid color constantly going through. Like if this, like it would just be like going down like gold, like all the way down, like no illumination map, just one constant color. I was like, I don't know why they did that, like in all their games, or most of them. And then even Halo Infinite kind of has that going on, but then like a lot of them, it's just so detailed that they were able to just cut out a lot of the sections instead of having illumination maps. But I think they did still have some, maybe, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I just know that Halo Infinite looks way better than anything they've ever done. And honestly, I have a feeling that Halo Infinite will be the best thing 343's visually wise has ever created. If we're just talking about visuals. But if we're not talking about visuals, I mean, like they made some good shit, just, you know, I just usually didn't like the visuals on shit. Alright, this was really cool to see though. I like those gloves though. Like, look at the dirt on them. Detail. Also the armor. He did the fucking detail with the dirt so well on that. I like it. Okay, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And we are about to get off. But yeah, everyone, I appreciate y'all joining me while I modded the game. Look at that ugly ass still. God, I'm ugly. So yeah, that is pretty much the stream for the day. Today, yeah, I showed you guys my new jackals, my new plasma rifle, the assault rifle we updated. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, everything's pretty much done that I was kind of planning on for today's stream, and the latest I usually stream is like 5 p.m. at least when I start at noon. So I was like, it's 4, and it's just because I start like a whole bunch of shit going on Monday. I have classes, lots of classes, but I'm looking forward to it. But I'm also like hoping I'm not going to be too overwhelmed, because I really do want to keep this mod up so that I can get this first level out by the maybe a month from now, and then I want to get the beta out in like a few months if possible, and then like I want to release the whole campaign hopefully before the year ends. I hope, but that's the goal. You know, who knows? Not me, but that's the goal. That's what I hope will happen. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, all 20 of you guys. That's like a nice-ass number for me, I'm not going to lie. Even if you're lurking, even if you're just keeping me on that side content, you know, I appreciate it. It makes me happy that I have people here tagging along. And it definitely helps. By the way, you want to know what else helps before you leave? Please like the stream if you stayed the whole time. And if you haven't already, I mean, subscribe, obviously, but I feel like most people that watch streams are subscribed. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.